Oh, the mic wasn't on. We back, man. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We back though. Yes, sir. We back, man. I apologize. I don't know what happened. OBS, I guess, just cut off or something. Sorry about that. So Joe Cordino won, right? I'm assuming Joe Cordino won. Bro, I was over here talking. And I realized my bro. I went the whole route, and then I realized that my stream was off. Yeah, man. Shout out to Joe Cordino, man. Yes, sir. Y'all hit that like again, man. Yeah, I saw Joe Cordino one. I was like, what the heck? I'm over here talking. I'm like, whoa. I don't see nobody talking back. Yeah, Joker. Yeah, I saw him win. Yeah, I saw him win. I don't know why I'm assuming. I meant to say I saw him win, but I didn't hear the score because that's when I realized that my stream was off. And I was like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I saw that he won, but I didn't hear the score. Was the score acceptable? Sorry about that, y'all. OBS just I ain't even see that it was off. Oh yeah, Tom finna beat the hell out of Dillian White. I don't even know why that got approved. I will say this though. I like it better than Dillian White versus. Remember, it was supposed to be Dillian White versus Joe Joyce. I kind of like Atama and White better. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Like I said, Dillian White looked bad. Dylan White looked bad. Dylan White looked bad against Ebenezer Tete. So hold on, Chum. I got copyright issues for my last stream. I already knew because of who I smoke. I already knew. Bro, I played it for 52 seconds. It got copyright for it. Jeez. They be hawking, boy. A 3-hour stream gets a flag for copyright for 52 seconds. Sorry, a 4.5-hour stream gets copyright flag for 53 seconds, bro. Jeez. They be hawking, boy. They be hawking. Yeah, I saw that Oscar WBA gonna review Jake Paul's. Yeah, I saw it announced on Twitter on the ring. I just saw it when I was outside, bro. It's so funny they talking about they're gonna review it. You know, so just in case for those that missed it, they're gonna review it like they didn't. So you didn't review it when you put it up there. You didn't review it when you made it. You just did it on a whim. What are we doing? You feel me? Like, what are we doing, Oscar? So this is what he's talking about right here. So the Ring Magazine just announced that due to heavy criticism and outrage from other ranked contenders, because there was a guy named something Craig, I can't remember his name, something Craig, Paul Craig or something real generic. He was number 15 and he was number 14. They bumped him down to 15 to put Jake Paul at number 14. He complained. He was interviewed by TMZ, and his nickname is Pressure, something Pressure Craig or something like that. And he was complaining, and people complaining. So now WBA President Gilberto Mendoza said this before Jake Paul won. He said if Jake Paul beats Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., we're gonna put him in the rankings. Oh, so you had time to think about it, and then now all of a sudden you're gonna review it. Man, get out of here, bro. Boxing is crazy, bro. I like boxing, but this aspect of boxing is trash. But anyway, he said, due to heavy criticism and outrage from other ranked contenders, the WBA will review Jake Paul's cruiserweight ranking at their upcoming European convention in Madrid, which takes place from July 15th to July 18th. The WBA ranked Paul at number 14 in its cruiserweight rankings after his lackluster win over Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. last Saturday. Chavez Jr. wasn't ranked at cruiserweight, and his notable win came in 2012 at middleweight. Paul has never defeated a ranked boxer unless you count his fight, quote unquote, with the 58-year-old Mike Tyson. You know, the whole time I read that, all I heard in my head was this. Bullshit! 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 That's all I heard. Because, I mean, what are you reviewing? You already said that you're going to do it. You know who else said that you were going to do that too? WBC and President Mauricio Solomon. They also said that they're going to put Jake Paul in the WBC rankings if he beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. What is there to review? Didn't you? You already reviewed it, and you still decided to proceed. Gilberto Mendoza's full of crap, bro. I mean, it is what it is, man. That's the part of boxing that's trash, man. That's a part of boxing that's trash. So it's like we talk about the IBF for making mandatories out of people that we don't know, but at least they do it on a little bit of merit. There's some bit of merit attached with the fighters that they rank. You know what I'm saying? I can't say the same all the time with the WBA, you know, but mostly the WBC. I think their ranking system is pretty much garbage.
Know your fucking place, trash.
I try to, and truth be told, I also thought about the copyright too, the zone hunting. Yeah, facts. I also, yeah, his name is Craig Parker. I tried to reach out to him too, but he has his messages off on Instagram, so I couldn't message him, and I couldn't find a Twitter for him. So it is what it is, man. Mark Batten, what's good? He said, I thought your dog attacked you. Nah, man, my dog's good, man. I just, you know, I was taking him outside. He was looking at me. You know, when they look at you, like, I'm like, hold on, you got to use the bathroom? What you trying to tell me, bro? So I took him outside, but that was before the stream shut down, though. Nah. My dog, man, hell nah. These are my two dogs right here, Pat. You see him at the bottom? That's Kimba and Bandit, man. The brown one just passed away in February, man. That just hurt my heart, man. And then a month later, my grandma passed, you know. It is what it is. That's life, though. You know, you just gotta keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? No sympathy. You know. They had good lives, and I just thank God that they were in mine. You know, so shout out to everybody who lost loved ones recently. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Perez family. Shout out to the McCullough family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my family. I'm about to submit my resume and see if they rank me. It includes current and rehab addicts, alcoholics, an old man, and one guy in a wheelchair. That's crazy. I mean, hey, man, Jake Paul got the money, man. Like a Harlem Eubank looking serious, bro. And shout out to Oscar for the super chat love, man. Because you know when I get off stream, I usually like to go back through the super chats and see who showed some love. So thank you, Oscar, because I don't want to forget. Because now since we restart the stream, they won't show me the list. So I mean, they showed me the list, but you won't be on the list because it's technically a new stream. So thank you, Oscar. Before I forget. Hey, Patrick, man, you in the UK, man. What's up with the UK? Like, I like how they play classic music, but how come they don't ever play like anything like, I guess my question is, I don't know if you go to the clubs, because I don't go to clubbing, but, or like, be out and about, and do they just play like hip hop music from 20 years ago all the time, or do they play current music? It's just that the boxers just happen to coincidentally like the older songs. Because I was watching earlier, man. Buddy came out. He was a UK boxer in the bare knuckle boxing, not in regular boxing. He was in bare knuckle boxing. And he came out to Will Smith. I can't remember what, Here Comes the Boom. Not Here Comes the Boom. I can't even remember what the song's called. But that's what he came out to. I said, hold on, man. He came out to Will Smith. Yeah, Boom Shake the Room. I said, damn, Boom Shake the Room. I mean, that's a pretty good song, you know what I'm saying? Now, he coming out to Many Men. So these are good songs, you feel me? But they like a decade old, bro. You want to come out, you don't listen to nothing from this decade? I noticed that a lot with our UK brethren and sister. So I don't know if they just like, it just happens to be the boxers that like the classics, or is it really like UK hip hop scene? They're like 20 years behind when it comes to American hip hop. I'm just asking. I'm serious asking. Yo, shout out to my guy Oscar. He said, new stream, new chat, new graffiti on the chat walls. Dropping that hello yellow on a fellow with that bread, that cheese, that butter. Shout out to my guy Oscar Perez, man. He said, thank you so much for the love, man. He said, new stream, new chat. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. They play curb music in the club. I don't know why it's boxing. It's the old stuff. Okay, it's the old school stuff. Okay, I was just asking, because I really was curious. I wasn't even trying to talk trash. I was honestly just curious. I appreciate you letting me know. Like, I don't know if they know who Future is and stuff. And to be fair, I don't really know too much UK hip hop. I know a couple people, but not much. So I was just curious. I don't think I've ever, and maybe I haven't, I just didn't notice it, but I don't think I've ever seen a UK fighter come out with like Future or something like a current hip hop artist, But I could be wrong. Maybe I just don't notice it when they do. I just don't pay attention. I just pay attention to when they don't. Calling in. All right, let's get it before the fight starts. He said, I feel bad for Harlem Eubank. Not even Chris Jr. or Senior K. Yeah, that's messed up. Maybe they were busy, though. Maybe they couldn't make it. They ain't giving Cuzzo no love. It looks lonely up there for Harlem. That's all right. That's all right. Harlem got to lock in. Hey, you got to get into work on your own sometimes. You feel me? You got to get in your work on your own sometimes. Oscar in the building. What's good, brethren?
Yo,
What's good, bro?
not much, not much. Just busy days.
Busy day. Busy.
Yeah. What's up, man? Hey, man,
Man,
what's up
nothing
with
much,
Patrick?
bro.
Fine like that, man.
What's up with who? It's kind of skipped out.
With Patrick trying to skip the line.
What'd he say? What'd Patrick do?
Remember, he was like, "I'm running the chat." I'm like, "Wait,
Oh yeah.
hold on."
Yeah, hey, Patrick say, hey, man, he run things, man. Trying to skip
And
the
then
line, man.
we were like, "Wait a minute, what? You were what? Hold on, man."
Hey, they had to check Patrick real quick, man. Shout out to Patrick, man. They was on your head top. Dub, Todd, Oscar. Hey, yo. Hey, man. What's up with the Joey Gonzalez, man? You thought he did good or what? I mean, Jarrett, not Joette. Jarrett, excuse me.
Yeah. I want to be honest, I wasn't watching the fight like that, but what I was watching, it was like he was doing a lot, but it was still beneficial for Spradina for some reason, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But you know what? I mean, not from like the fight itself. It was like for like the judges, I don't know, or like the song commentators. They're so biased.
Yeah, they
I don't
are.
even care if you listen to them.
Yeah.
But the judges, you know how I feel about the judges. I think there should be a worldwide organization. Like they have to. They have to include technology nowadays, bro. It's honestly that soccer's got technology, football's got technology, baseball's got technology, MMA's got technology, and boxing's still the same.
Yeah.
That's not good. And the criteria's got to change. It's not like, oh, I like aggressive fighters. No, you have to take into account how each fighter fights.
Yep.
Not I like offensive fighters, so I'm gonna give him more extra points. Because you know what? That's what happened in the Burger Ortiz and Madrimov
fight.
and
Yep.
Shiraz and Adamas.
Yep.
It was back to back, and you told me Madrimov lost because of this, right? Because he was fighting on the back foot, he wasn't engaging, or he wasn't pressing the action. Okay, I'm cool with that, but keep it consistent. Then the next fight was Hamza Shiraz and Adamas, and you tell me Shiraz did good, or he fought a draw because he did the exact same thing. You gave Madrimov an L. So which one is it?
Yep. Inconsistencies. You right about that?
That's why I feel like the technology's got to be implemented. Like they got to watch a screen. We get better angles, and I've been saying this for a while. We get better angles on the TV than the judges do in the ring.
That's
you got the ropes, and if you got a lazy ass Tim Cheetah,
Mm-hmm.
If you got a lazy ass judge, I mean, what the hell, man? He's just gonna see what he wants to see
Yep.
and go with it.
You're right about that. I give you that.
So for me, a good thing would be like screens and open scoring. I don't think the judging is being talked about enough. I think people blame the ref, people blame the opponent for no reason. Like, oh, they give him the fight. Oh yeah, it's because he's PVC. Oh, bro, this judge sucks. And it's
I agree
across
with
the
that.
pond. PVC, top rank, man. True,
I agree.
Ria, it's across the board.
Mm-hmm. I
But
agree
yeah,
with that.
that's my thing.
No, I agree with that, man. Don't worry. You ain't gonna worry about AI judges. We gonna have AI fighters. AI taking over, bro. We ain't gonna have no real fights no more.
Fact.
You ain't gotta worry about no real officials, no real judges, no real ring. Everything gonna be AI, bro. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you used to play 2K, right?
Yeah.
You ever play the manager mode?
No, I did. I never played manager mode. I mean, no. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I didn't play it seriously though. But yeah, I tried it. Yep. It's gonna
Well,
be just
you know
like that.
how
Mm-hmm.
like you can just be like skip the fight
Yep.
and then it'll give you a result, or
Yep.
skip the game and it's gonna give you a
Yep.
result.
Yep.
It's gonna be it's gonna be
Like simulated. Yep.
yeah, that's gonna be AI boxing, bro. It's gonna be like Berlanga's got power, Shiraz got nothing.
Right.
Shiraz is trash. Shiraz is basura. He's just tall and he sucks. And Shiraz sucks and he's an asshole. And Berlanga's got power, and they're gonna be like, all right.
Yep.
But yeah, man, that's just how you feel about it. Next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend.
It's
Good.
around the corner.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Good Lord willing.
I see. That card is stacked, bro. That might be the best ring card that we had.
Yeah. Oh
Not
yeah.
Riyadh, ring.
Yeah, just ring. Yeah, and I agree with that. That card is good, man. Ooh,
I
nice
kinda
jab
wish-
from Jack Catterall. What you say?
I kind of still wish Shakur and Cepeda was the main event because I think that's gonna be a firework fight. But it's whatever.
Yeah. No, I agree with you though. I agree with you though. What you say?
Yeah. If you're already watching the fight, I'm gonna hop off real quick and.
Oh
Netflix
yeah,
finish.
I appreciate you calling in though, man. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to next weekend as well, man. And you still going to the BAM fight or no? Before
Yeah.
you go. Okay.
Of course. Yeah, I already bought the ticket.
That's right. Yeah,
But-
yep.
Question before you go. I know you've been indecisive on this one, but I gotta ask you again. Matias Puello, who you got and why?
Yeah, I'm still undecided on that one, man. I'm leaning towards Puello though, and I would say I think that Puello is going to be able to keep him on the outside and outbox him, man. I think he might get in trouble a couple times.
Martin, bro.
Huh?
I was saying Puello 24/7 before because I think he's a better boxer.
Yeah.
But that Sander Martin, man. Hey,
Yeah. And then now, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going Puello though. Right now, I might switch it up, but right now, I think I'm leaning towards Puello. Slightly.
Okay, I'm gonna go against the current, and I'm gonna say Matias.
Yeah, I might switch it up though.
Stop it.
I might switch it up, man. I might switch it up. But yeah, I might.
Matias and 7. I say that.
All right, then, bro. Matias is 7. Shout out to my guy Oscar. Man.
Oh, one last thing before I go, because I'm probably gonna hit the road here in a minute, so I probably won't get joined. I'll still be in the chat, but one thing before I go, CATTERALL won't get past a high gatekeeper level. Like
at 147,
he's gonna be a Sandor Martin. Yeah, he's gonna be a Sandor Martin type of fighter.
Ooh, yeah,
voluntary fights,
like
voluntary fighter. The champions are gonna take him.
Yeah, I can
still gonna be a tough fight.
Ooh, that was a nice left hand from Catterall. Yeah, I can see that.
All right, man.
I can see it being stuck, like you said, like a Sandor Martin type guy at 147. Yeah, I can see that, bro. Shout out to Sandor Martin, but yeah, he just can't get over the hump at 140. So yeah, I can see Jack Catterall being the same type of guy at 147.
He don't got the backing, and he comes from a region of the world, boxing talk wise, where it's not even noticeable. He comes from Spain.
Right.
That's the same thing that happened to Maravilla Martinez. It was like he was Argentine and he fought over Spain.
Yeah.
You don't got no backing there. If you're Argentine and you fight in Mexico, yes, I understand. Argentine and Spain, you had no backing, and that's why he got done so dirty.
Yeah, Sergio Martinez is tough.
Yeah. But all right, man.
All right, my brother. I appreciate you calling in, man. Shout out
Yes,
to
sir.
Oscar, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate all the love and support too, man. You be safe. I think you on the
Yeah.
road.
You too.
All right, bro. Yes, sir. My guy right there, man. Shout out to Oscar. Round one, I gave the Catterall. Shout out to Dana Dane. Dana Dane says Hamza Shiraz lost the WBC title fight at middleweight. I don't know how he got a split draw. Good luck versus Berlanga. He'll need it. Yeah, Dana Dane. I don't think he should have got a draw either. He definitely lost to Carlos Adames, but you know sometimes robberies happen in boxing, unfortunately. And you did ask another question. I saw. Shout out to my guy Oscar. You asked after Echo Esselman beat Josh Taylor, how do you think he matches up versus Haney or Norman? I don't think he beats either Haney or Norman, but shout out to Esselman. Echo S. I keep messing up his name. Echo Esselman. Sorry. Shout out to Echo Esselman, man. I'm glad he got his chance, man, and he capitalized against Josh Taylor. I'm glad they didn't rob him, and yeah, I don't think he fares well against Haney or Norman though. But you know, hey, it's worth a chance, right? Definitely deserves a shot. Like him versus Barrios, I think he has a better chance against Barrios, but I don't see him beating any of the champions at 147 to be fair. But he deserves that opportunity, man. That's what he worked for. 10-9 Catterall, yes sir. 10-9 Catterall is what I have it as well. Jack looks smaller 147, so he may struggle with top nine. That's what I was saying, Ty. Exactly. Jack doesn't look like he is well suited at 147 in my personal opinion. So oh boy. Okay, that was a nice head movement by Harlem Eubank. You got to keep them hands up though. What the hell is Eubank doing? Is he skipping around? What's he doing, bro? My bad, child. I was texting my mom. I said, Dan, son, someone tell Eubank they don't give you points for it. Thank you, bro. Dan, something. I was just about to say that you took the words of my mouth, except I was gonna say it differently. Why was he skipping around? Like, you know, it's funny when fighters, to me, it's like I think sometimes they get confused. I think that was a Catterall round, by the way. But I think sometimes fighters get confused and they think that when you dodge a punch, you get points. You don't get points for dodging punches. Now you would make it so your opponent doesn't get any points because he missed the shots, but you still have to counter, bro. I think that Harlem Eubank thinks he won that round because he made Jack Catterall miss a couple times. Like, why did he start skipping, bro? He started he started skipping like he was frolicking through the woods. Like he just won the round because of that. Like doing it looks good, but if you're not countering, you feel me? Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, you got a punch, man. Oh, 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 oh. He rushed in right there. Hey, he must have heard Dan something. Say something, because he just rushed in with a right hand and a left hand. That was a reckless rush in, but he did it. I gave the first 2 rounds to Jack Catterall, but you know, that's what Jack usually does, right? He starts off pretty good, and then for some reason his activity just drops dramatically. So we'll see. We'll see about round 5 what we're looking like. Defense is a part of judging rounds. Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah, sure. If you wanna, if you say so, you try just doing all defense and not throwing a punch to see how many rounds you win. Bro, people like to argue the most silly stuff, bro. No, no one said defense is not part of scoring and a part of judging. What I said is that you have to throw some punches back off of your defense. You have to counter. You can't just sit there and dodge punches and not throw punches and win a round. But I don't know what boxing you watch. You know what I'm saying? You try not throwing a punch and just making your opponent miss and see how many rounds you win. Because aggressiveness, aggression, and forward aggression is also scored in boxing too. So if someone's pressing the fight and the other person's just dodging and not throwing punches back, let's see how many rounds you win. Oh, 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 oh. He reached around and punched. Hey, this is a closer round. Oh, man. He said, I'm not, no, it's okay to disagree with me, Tax. No, I don't mind you disagreeing with me. I'm not saying that you don't, I'm not saying that defense isn't looked on as good. I agree with you, bro. But what I'm saying is defense is a way to make your opponent miss, but you have to capitalize off of that defense. Even if it's not, I mean, even if you're blocking, you counter, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't just get points for just blocking. As Joshua Clottey when Pacquiao was punching him. You remember when you remember when Pacquiao was punching and Joshua Clottey's like this, and then Pacquiao clapped him. Remember? Like, you're not gonna get nothing from just defense, you know. But you're right, defense, it looks good and it should be scored, you know, and also how you take the punches, but you have to capitalize. And Eubank, I don't think he's doing enough. Nah, you good, Tax. You good. Am I bad if I come off regret? My fault. That's my bad, bro. I know sometimes I gotta check my tone. Sometimes my bad. I ain't mean to come out aggressively. He said if one fighter is firing, another is dodging almost all the shots, but if you don't return fire, the guy throwing shots gets the round. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's just a general rule. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So appreciate the clarity. Yeah. Because like Harlem Eubank made a miss and then he started skipping around like he did something. Like, yeah, you made a miss. That's dope. But you also got to at least throw a jab. He said, you right. I stood down. Nah, you good, bro. Chill out, bro. Round 4, man. Give me a second, chat. Gotta text my mom real quick. Like William Skull, his defense amazing, but he never kept it right. And that's why I had him losing to Cinnamon, you know? That's why I had Jermaine Ortiz. Now I know these are a little bit more controversial, But I had Jermaine Ortiz losing to Teofimo because yeah, he made Teofimo miss, and I don't even like Teofimo. I was rooting for Jermaine Ortiz, but I gotta call it for what it is and be objective. Like you making a miss, but you not capitalizing. What's the point of making a miss if you ain't gonna do nothing with it? You know what I'm saying? You out of range for Teofimo to hit you, but you so far out of range that you can't even counter. You can't even get off your offense because you that's how far out of range you are. You know. But it has to be like, I know it sounds crazy, but it has to be effective defense, and a way to have effective defense is to not just make a miss and not just block, but also get a jab, get a counter in. You know, you feel me? So if you block like this, if you block, boom, come up with a straight right hand. You know, well if you're orthodox, you know, so block here, boom, straight right hand, open up because they're vulnerable. And I'm not saying you have to do it every time, but it's like Floyd, you know, when Floyd sat in the pocket, make you feel the show. He's hitting you back, you know, a lot of time, not all the time, but he's hitting you back. So that's a good conversation though. Catterall is a nice step back game. Yes, he does. Like Williams goes, yep, I read that. Catterall is a boring fighter. Yeah, Catterall. I wish he was a little bit more active, man. But like I said, this is something we know about Catterall. That was a nice going to the body by Catterall. And like I said, it's not even that Eubank has to press the issue. He's just, I don't feel like he's doing enough. Like even right there, like who did you score that for? I don't know. That was a close round, but I lean towards Catterall. Who y'all got in that round? I wouldn't be mad to give that to Eubank though, but I kind of lean towards Catterall that one. That was tough. You know what? No. I'm gonna give that to Eubank. I'll say that his activity was a little bit more. I get it. I get that to Eubank. I changed my mind. I get that to Eubank. His activity was a little more. That was the first round I get to Eubank. He said, "Yeah, I get. Yeah, you give it to Eubank too, Patrick. Yeah. I'm giving it to Eubank. I take that back. He was a little more active. I think he slightly outworked him. I take that back. I give that to Eubank. Harlem doesn't have the correct skin complexion to fight that particular style without being more active offensively. I've got Catterall, more precise punches landed. Yeah, Dan, so I'm not mad at that. I thought that round could have went either way, but I'm comfortable giving it to Eubank. That's the first round I gave to him. But if somebody gave it to Eubank, I mean Catterall, El Gato, I dig it. But life is crazy, chat. Life is lovely, but it's crazy. God is good. Booze don't want to see Norman for real, for real. This man, peel out. Yeah, I just don't feel like oh, see that's the thing about right now. Oh, that was a nice right hand from Eubank on the inside. The thing right now about Eubank is he's already the underdog, and like I say, he's just not active enough. Like at least with Haney and Ramirez, where Haney was moving more, he actually outlanded Ramirez, right? And you saw that in the copy box numbers. You know, it's crazy because Haney actually outlanded not only Ramirez, he outlanded Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero in their fight as well. You know what I'm saying? He landed more punches than them, which is crazy. Go look at the copy box. I'm not making this up. But with Haney, like I said, Haney was at least outlanding Ramirez. I don't think Eubank is outlanding Catterall. That's the issue right now for him, you know. The issue right now for him is that he's not effective and he's not outlanding the guy. He's not even throwing as many punches as him right now. It is what it is though, man. This is his first step up. You know, well, I ain't gonna say his first step up, but this is his biggest step up. Loma said the same shit for years and only actually started fighting in the 6th round. Folks will claim he downloaded the data into the Matrix. Talk to him. Well, that was a nice left hand from Catterall. Kind of stopped Eubank in his tracks. I think Eubank just might be might be a little bit in over his head, y'all. Wait, hold on. Did my clock mess up or? Oh, it just jumped. Hold on. I still have 20 seconds left in the 5th round, chat. I might be behind y'all a little bit. My shit froze for a little bit. That was a Catterall round for me. Nobody used to do the same. Oh, I read that already. Round 6, let's go. $49.46 Catterall. Let me see what I got. Got 4 rounds to 1 Catterall. 49, yep. Oh, hey, hold on now. Well, hey, what kind of position is that? Hey, yo.
No, did he?
Oh, they paused the time. Hold on, I ain't paused my time. Double jab from Catterall. Hey, bro, what kind of, I don't know what kind of position was that, bro? You feel me, Pat? Yeah, they was too what it was, an entanglement. Gosh dang, August Alsina and Jada Pinkett. Ooh, that was a nice counter from Harlem Eubank after Jack Catterall came in with the jab, tried to follow up behind the jab with a 2 with a straight right hand. Sorry, with a straight left hand. He's southpaw. You got counter right there from Harlem Eubank. That was nice. Ooh, that was a nice sneaky left hand that Jack Catterall tried to bait him in with. Nice counter. Right hand from Jack Catterall. Oh, way too intimate. Way too intimate. Don't forget to smack that like button, y'all. I appreciate it. Smack the like button for your boy. Real easy. Takes 2 seconds. Not even. If you're a little slow, it might take you 2 seconds, but. It's a close round again, man. It's a very close round for me. I just think who said something about Harlem Eubank not having Chris Eubank or he swung at him behind the head. Hey, yo. Harlem Eubank might lose a point. Hold on, don't lose a point. Don't take away a point. Don't take away a point. We call time. Hold on now. Hold on now. He pulled a Tank Davis. Oh, hold on now. Hey, chat, he pulled a Tank. I want to hear everybody complain. Hey, where 2-4 at? I want to hear everybody complain now. He pulled a Tank. Should Jack Catterall be disqualified? That's what people were saying, right? Crazy. Hell no, he shouldn't be disqualified. You know, it's up to the discretion of the ref. The ref told him stop it and warned him. Hey, oh, it's getting sloppy out here, man. It's getting sloppy out here, man. It's getting sloppy, Poppy. It's getting sloppy, man. He did pull a tank, right? Hey, come on, Dan. Something. He pulled the tank, bro. He pulled the tank, bro. Where them GTD chains at? There you go, Oscar. Thank you. Where them GTD chains at, man? He pulled the tank now. People are saying, oh, he should have got disqualified. It's like, no, bro. It's up to the discretion of the ref. The ref could take a point. He could disqualify you or he could warn you. He elected to warn Tank just like this referee elected to warn Jack Catterall. I see no problem. But if you're going to have a problem with Tank, that's cool. But then make sure you keep the same energy because people are acting like they never seen some of these things before. Like, come on, bro. Do you watch boxing or not? We see stuff get missed by referees all the time. She definitely should have lost that knee, though. That was very suspicious, that knee now. He should have lost some points on that knee for sure. But you see the head clash right there. So he went to go wipe his eye, but you just can't do that, man. He went and talked to the corner, got that eye wiped down. Wipe me down. Because I'm on wipe me down. Wipe me down. I think that was another Catterall round, man. I think Catterall edged that out, chat. What's going on? They checking the eye? Okay, they checking the cut? Nah, pack him up. Pack him up. Catterall bitching. Wait, what going? Oh, we not starting the round yet? My fault. What are we doing? I got it 5 rounds to 1 Catterall. Whoa! Whoa, what? Let me see. Was the cut that bad? Wait, hold on, chat. Was the fight? Did they say it was a headbutt? Or did they say it was a punch? It was clearly a headbutt, right? Because if they're saying that Catterall lost and Eubank won, it's only that means that the cut would have had to been done caused by a punch. There was definitely a headbutt, right? He said that is terrible. He said that's trash, garbage, basura.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Okay, what are we doing, chat? I'm so confused, bro. I think it's supposed to go to the scorecards, Pat, but it seems like Eubank is celebrating like he won. Because, you know, I can't hear what they're saying. So, because I don't want to get copyright, so I turn it down on my side while I'm providing commentary. So the proper thing would be to go to the scorecards if it was a headbutt. But if they're saying Eubank won, then they're saying that the cut was due to a punch. And the fight was stopped. It was a good MMA fight, though. Facts. The cut is nasty. The two doctors. All right, odds. Because I just saw Eubank step on the ropes and flex. So I thought he was saying he won. That's why I was like, what? Bro, that was definitely a headbutt. clearly, definitively a headbutt. So the proper thing would be to go to the scorecards because it's above round 4 or whatever it is. He said you may flex for the okay. I man hopped on the I'm like, yo, what? That's why I was confused. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, if it's going to the scorecard, then I have no doubt that Catterall won. Look at Eddie. Talk about the cut. 2 doctors, 1 envelope. Get him to the bag. Yeah, you bang tripping because you definitely lost. Well, at least I think I scored it up until that point. I think I had it 4 rounds to 1 or 5 rounds to 1. Yeah, I had it 5 rounds to 1 in favor of Catterall. Bro, I'm so confused. This man, you better keep celebrating. He knows something I don't. Maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, I don't need to see a part 2 of this either. I'm with you, Dub. I mean, we should, but I don't need to. But we should though. We should get a part 2, but yeah. Bro, there's no way Eubanks feel like he won, right? There's no way Eubanks feels like he won. Oh, oh, bro, hey, I'm not gonna. Hey, Eubank fooled me 3 times this whole. Bro, I saw Eubank celebrate again. They said, bro, Eubank celebrated again, bro. Nah, Eubank fooled the hell out of me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Eubank needs to be. He needs a new profession, cause he's a pump faker. Bro, I thought Eubank won again. I'm about to say what, bro. Eubank made me think that he thought he won 3 times this fight. Bro, I'm about to say, ain't no way. I'm about to say, bro, maybe I need to stop watching boxing because I don't know what I'm talking about clearly. Because if Eubank would have won this, my scorecards were way off. Fake it till you make it. Hey, fake it till you make it, Kendrick. Hey, who said earlier that Eubank Senior and Eubank Junior didn't come? This is why. I think it was Mr. Grandy. Well, now you know why Eubank, Chris Eubank, Junior and Senior said, "We're not coming to this." They ain't wasting their time. They knew what time it was. Eubank is like, but I was faking more. Yeah, bro. What? Bro, he fooled me. Yeah, I don't know what this belt is. What is this belt? Is it a Commonwealth belt? Intercontinental. Oh, okay. So he got the Chris Jericho belt. he got the Chris Jericho Y2J belt. The Walls of Jericho. Lion flip. He has both the WBA and the IBF now. Why? Who knows, bro? Catterall journeyman. I'm telling you, bro. Grandy said it. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Grandy, man. Like I like boxing, man, but okay. I'm not one of those that's like, oh yeah, gang bang against the system. Nah, bro. But why do we have so many? Like, I'm cool. 4 sanctioned bodies, cool. If you want to have another like a regular belt, cool. But. And I get like the little regional belts. I'm not knocking the regional belts are important, especially for like up and comers, So you want to get the Pacific, Southwest Pacific Asia belt or something like that. You want to get the North American junior belt, whatever. Cool. For the guys that are unknown. Jack Catterall and does not need a. Come on now. He like big fight, high profile fighters, big fights. If it's an intern belt, regular belt, cool. But anything other than that, man, you don't need to attach it to a fight like this, bro. UK main event, but this one was trash. Yeah, this one wasn't good. I think it might have had the. I think it had the potential to be good, but yeah, especially with the way it ended. Harlem thought he won, bro. Anubis, he thought he won, bro. He had me thinking he won. He was very convincing. He need to pick up acting. He's a whole thespian out here. He's a whole thespian out here because he fooled me. He had me thinking he won like 3 times. Who got the hardcore ECW belt? Facts. Apparently Jack Catterall does. You know what? You're right. Let me glove up and cut down to 147 to 5. But I'm telling you, Ty. Because if you stepping on the big stepper, you definitely give some pressure to these dudes. And not even stepping on the big stepper. If you hanging with the big stepper. They charging these boxes a fee per belt. Jimmy, exactly, Dub. Shout out to Harlem Eubank though, man. I'm sure and shout out to Jack Catterall. They didn't want the fight to end like this, I'm sure, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Shout out to Harlem Eubank. Shout out to Jack Catterall, but this fight wasn't it, unfortunately, man. But Sky Nicholson got a dub. She's back on the winning track. Pat Brown, not Nyleel Brown did his thing too, and is it Nyleel, something like that. What's that one guy? Leo Atang. He did his thing as well. So there's some good moments on here. Joe Cordina got a dub. And Jarrett Gonzalez gave him all he had, so Jack didn't, but Eubank seemed extremely happy. Yeah. Yeah, facts, Kendrick. They talk about Shakur and Devin being born. Shit. Yeah, Catterall, oh man. We calling Sky. Yeah, that's what they said. They said Sky's a weight bully, right? So I mean, we got to be fair, right? I mean, they called everybody else a weight bully. I did see people saying Sky was a weight bully. She did look big. So, I mean, hey, yeah, that's what we got to keep the same energy. People out here, everybody's a weight bully that looks bigger than their opponent. She damn sure looked bigger than her opponent. She definitely looked bigger than her opponent. She definitely looked bigger than Carla Gonzalez. That's a fact. Not to mention that she actually, that was her first time at that weight, right? But check it out though. It's not her first time at that weight, as in she was moving up. It was her first time at that weight because she moved down. So yeah, you could call her a weight bully because she went from 126 to 122. She went backwards. I mean, I don't mind it. If you can make the weight, you can make the weight. But they would call other people weight bullies. So yes, then you have to call her a weight bully too. Because she definitely moved down to super bantamweight and she was definitely bullying that girl. She was definitely bullying Carla Gonzalez. You know, you don't see Sky Nicholson fight like that. She's not usually aggressive like that and pushing people back like that. But I mean, I don't mind it, but yeah. If we're gonna call people weight bullies. Well, that cut is nasty though. Ugh. Ooh, that cut is ugh. Y'all seen the cut, chat? Hold on, let me show y'all the cut real quick. Oh, wee. Pat says I'm calling in. All right, bet. I'm gonna pull you up. Give me a second. Let me show the chat this. G's on P's. That cut is nasty. Oh man. Look at that. Ugh. That thing kind of deep. Okay, I'm making it larger and then everything's getting bigger except the picture. Whatever. Let me pull up my guy Patrick, man. I'm about to go ahead and slide after this. Yeah, I mean, but look, that's why I guess maybe I'm not tripping too much because, yeah, it was an underwhelming fight, but we knew that this weekend was going to be underwhelming. You know, Catterall versus Eubank is not really it's not really one to get you out your seat, right? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let me pull up my guy Patrick, man. Yo, Patrick, my brother, what's good, bro?
It is what it is, man.
Yo, you hear me, fam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you for covering the UK event, bro.
Oh, yeah, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you for pulling up as well, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah, man. Like, man, I'm disappointed, bro, with that fight. Yo, like, it's not even like the fact that it's got like shortened. Is the fact that like Harlem didn't fight the way he usually fights. That was like, that's not his style. Like running around like that. Like that was like, that's not him.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I understand like he maybe he had the game plan or whatever, but yo, you have to get the judge attention. Like, there's no way you can, you're the underdog, so you have to like push it.
That part, the underdog, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, and we know Catterall is not gonna like he's not gonna jump on you.
Nope.
Catterall doesn't fight like that. He will counter you, or he will just get the points in the round. So it's not like you have to push Catterall to for a fight. You have to actually push him for a fight.
Yeah,
that's what you have to do with Catterall.
Yes.
And Harlem. That's Harlem style. Like you look at previous fight. Eubank like fight like he goes for it, and he usually tends to be a bit more he tends to be a bit cautious, but he takes punches as well. So, man, I don't know. Like, I'm disappointed badly, bro. Not even because it's short. It's just the fight that the Eubank fought. Like that was, I don't know, bro. Like what and at the end he raising his hands like he did something like
bro.
Come on, bro. Like I
And he
even
was
in a
like real
dream.
jittery at the beginning, and yeah, Harlem is. I don't know, man. I'm with you on
Yo,
that.
that's the worst UK for me. That's the worst UK main event I've seen since this year.
True.
Like the UK main event, they've been good. Like this year, they've been really really good. Not
Hmm.
always the undercard,
Right.
but the main event they always been good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
This one is the worst, bro, by far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Because even it wasn't Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen rematch. That was a main event too, and that was good.
That's the one, but that's the one I was saying,
Yeah.
Doctor, about
Yeah.
the knockout of the year. This is the one.
Oh yeah. That was a good one. You like that one
He's got,
over
he's
over
got,
Sasaki? Brian Norman and
no,
Sasaki?
the one no is no the one like the one against Fisher. Who was the guy again?
Dave Allen.
Fisher
Dave
and
Allen.
Allen. Yeah. Allen Fisher. That knockout was woo. It
Hey.
felt. Do you remember? He
Yeah.
felt
Flat on his face. Flat on
Yeah.
his face.
Yo, that's the knockout of the year for me.
Ooh, I
mean,
don't
obviously,
know, man. I don't know. That is a good one though.
Yo, like, how many times you see people like falling in the front like that?
Yeah. I'm talking about he
Nah,
crumbled.
no,
Yeah. And
that was brutal, bro.
then the corner threw in the towel.
Yeah, for the towel. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Bro, how you gonna throw it? The
all
man already
you
dead,
combine
bro.
everything,
You
like,
gonna wait till he dead and then throw in the towel? Like, come on,
yo,
man. That just made it look
that was like
worse.
a stoppage and a knockout at the same time.
Yes, bro. Yeah, bro.
No, for me that's the knockout of the year. Obviously, Sasaki is a really good one, but
Yeah.
the Allen one was shoot, man.
Yeah. And
was,
too, it also too is like they robbed him the first fight, so he definitely got
Yeah.
redemption.
Oh yeah, he
He got
for
redemption.
sure.
Yeah, you're right
But
about that.
that's what I was saying. I wanted to see Allen against Itoma Moses.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I was looking forward to,
Yeah,
actually.
this man Eddie Hearn trying to get Wilder and Allen. That's what he's been talking about.
I guess it's good for Wilder because but the problem is like what they do if they do that with Wilder, like if you put someone that just because Allen is not a mover.
Nope.
So if you put like someone that's not a mover in front of Wilder,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's advantageous for Wilder.
Yeah.
But we need to see him to be able to fight like who I want to see against Wilder really.
Who's that?
I want to see Jerry Henderson against Wilder.
I don't want to see anybody against Wilder, man. I think my boy need to retire. I think you're right. I agree with you in a historical context, but man, remember Zhang's not a mover either. You saw what Zhang did to Wilder, man. Had Wilder in there doing the spinneroonie, man. Nah, bro. Wilder
He said I don't want to see anyone.
I don't want to see nobody with Wilder, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. But hey, he wants to fight, so hey, you got to get to work. So yeah, I wouldn't mind Dave Allen, Jared Anderson. I wouldn't mind any. Jarrell Big Baby Miller's been trying to talk himself into a fight with Wilder. So yeah, I'm cool with all those fights, man. But I think I don't know, man. I don't want to see him. I'm gonna watch him, but I don't want to see him.
No, you're throwing the towel on Wilder.
Yeah,
bro.
I throw the towel on Wilder, man. I like Wilder, but man, I don't think he has it anymore, man. Unfortunately.
But yeah, man, I'm disappointed tonight. And this fight was late. Like they started like at 11 p.m. here in the UK.
Oh yeah, that's pretty late. Yeah.
It's usually like about 10, like 10:30, like latest 10:30, but the latest they started this bullshit like at 11, bro. Man,
Yeah.
that's terrible. But yeah, I'd like to see that Cordina against Padley or Herrera.
Yeah, I like that. I like those
I
fights.
want to see like a good. I want Herrera with a name now.
Yeah, he needs
You know
something.
what I'm saying? I want him to
something.
get a name. So
Kendrick responded to you. He said, "If the dude that got knocked out remembers the fight, it ain't KO of the year." This man, bro, they ruthless in the chat, bro. Cause how just Sasaki lost a month and a half of memory. It's not funny. It's not funny.
Yeah,
but
sure.
That's yeah. Who you talking about? If the dude remembers getting knocked out, it ain't knockout of the year. Nah, bro, you wrong, bro.
No, yeah, but hey, I said this Sasaki was on something though, I think he was on something.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah, you did say that. I forgot you did.
Yeah, I think he was on something for sure. Like the third round, fourth round, he was hitting those hooks behind the guard from Norman Jr.
Uh-huh.
I was like, nah, he cannot sustain things like that for 2 rounds. And then do you remember when he paused?
Yeah.
He hit the right hand and he paused. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that thing had to kick in, man.
Yo, yo, I think he lost his memory right there.
That's when he lost the moment.
When he
At
lost
this
his
very
memory.
moment is when his memory went blank.
Ah. But yeah, man. But yeah, I want you just to call real. I want you just to call real quick.
Man, I appreciate you calling in, man. I'm gonna
Voice-
bring up Ty,
voice
man.
note.
You know, Ty like to chop it up sometimes. So I'm gonna see if you want to holler at
Yeah,
you too,
yeah.
man.
Shout out to Ty.
Yes,
Shout out
sir,
to
man. Ty, what it do, bro? My brother.
Yeah.
What's good,
Hey, pull
man?
up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we chopping it up right
Shout
now,
out
man.
to you,
Anybody can
Ty.
call in, man. Anybody can call in. We chilling for a little bit before I go ahead and get off. Man.
I ain't trying to sound too crazy, but I'm backing up what Pat said.
Hey,
Y'all tweaking.
what's that, bro? You talk about
With
Dave
David
Allen, bro?
Allen.
Bro, chill
David
out.
Allen knockout.
Chill out,
It's
man.
a long way when you beat the guy that everyone said is supposed to be better than.
That's true.
Promotions putting bread behind him, not you. I'm
That's
not
true.
going for the layup in Japan.
Come
He
on,
was supposed
bruh.
to
Don't
do
do
that to
that,
him.
bruh. Man was on the
He
8-fight
was
win streak,
supposed-
bruh.
He was supposed to do that to him.
Come on, Ty. Give Norman some credit, man.
How many times can you see a nigga get knocked out? He was bound to lose memory.
Ty's
What?
hating on
Wait,
Norman
what'd you
Jr.,
say?
bro.
What'd you say, Ty?
Ty's
What?
hating on Norman Jr.
He said he
It's
was
kind of
bound
like
to lose memory. It's crazy. Nah, bro, y'all wrong, bro. Come on, man.
like, I don't hate the kid Austin Jr., but it's kind of like with your matchmaking. He had
Mm,
five. He had 5 straight fights and just lied with nothing
mm,
in the middle of it. He was bound to get stopped.
mm. Y'all wrong, man.
Like, so what? Who's the knockout of the year for you, Ty?
He's agreeing with you. He
David
said
Allen.
Dave Allen. He agrees with
Oh, okay. My man Ty. Ya tú sabes.
you. Ya tú sabes. Y'all already know.
It's more meaningful to me.
I don't know, man. I think y'all kind of y'all doing my boy Norman a little dirty, man.
Yeah, Ty's hating on Norman Jr. I know.
You feel me? Shout out to Ty, man.
Because if you look at the
Ty's
optics
my
of
man,
it,
though.
Mm-hmm.
when Norman knocked out Sasaki, I was crazy.
Yeah.
David Allen knocked out Buddy. The whole sequence of how it went, crazy.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
more
Yeah,
love
that's what I mean.
to the
Yeah,
David
yeah,
Allen. It hold more weight.
Mm. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no,
I don't know. You
that-
think so? Then a title defense away in another
A
country?
title defense against somebody we already perceived you to be. People were talking about what his next fight was going to be. Ain't nobody care about Jin Sasaki besides people in Japan.
Come
We
on,
were
man.
already talking about his next fight.
Come
We're
on,
not doing
man. Come on, Ty. Come on, bruh.
Nah, we
Also,
were on
sorry to
here
interrupt.
yapping about that stuff.
Sorry to interrupt, but honorable mention is the what's his name? What's his name? The UK heavyweight as well.
Atama?
No. Wardley against the Australian guy.
Justice Hooney. Yeah, Fabio Wardley.
Yeah,
Justice
it wasn't
Hooney.
like a terrible knockout, but he came like he was losing the fight basically
Every second of that fight.
every second. Yeah, and that knockout is also like it's a honorable mention to me.
I don't know. Like Kendrick said, title fight and erasing memories. He said Ty just bad about the boots line. Storms are coming. Grab your boots and start running. I mean, I see what Ty's saying though, but see, this is the thing. Because it'll be different. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. It'll be different if, like Johnny Fisher, let's be real, right? He didn't fight anybody up until that moment. David Allen, I know he's not a great fighter, but at least, and no disrespect to him, but at least he's been in there with top guys and former champions. And everybody thought that he beat Johnny Fisher the first time. So yeah, Johnny Fisher was the guy that had all the backing, but I feel like by the time the second fight came around,
Okay.
we kind of should have felt like David Allen was gonna win. I ain't gonna say he should have won like that, because I will say this though. I will say this. I'm gonna let you go, Pat. Hold on. I will say this. It was cinematic. This is what part I agree with Ty and Patrick. That thing was cinematically beautiful. Like he got hit, he fell forward, and then the towel came in. I don't know, bro. It was like a movie, bro. But go ahead, Patrick. Go ahead, Patrick.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was just about to ask you who did you got winning before the fight?
Oh, David Allen. No, you talking about the first
He
one or the
just-
second one? The first one or the second
No,
one?
the second one, like no, the second one, like who
Yeah,
did
the
you
second one.
get,
Yeah,
like-
yeah. I had David Allen win because I didn't have him winning like that, but I had him winning because I thought he got robbed the first time. Because remember that one where he knocked him out. That was a rematch. So yeah, the first fight. The first fight, I had Johnny Fisher winning. I thought Johnny Fisher was gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But the second fight,
Fisher was the Allen was the underdog basically in a way.
Allen was the underdog in the second fight too. I don't remember looking at the numbers. Was he was still the underdog in the rematch?
Yeah, in the rematch
wow.
he was still the underdog.
Oh, wow.
But not by far.
Right. Yeah. I know it can't be by far. Yeah, because remember he dropped him.
no.
He dropped him twice, if I'm not mistaken, in the first fight, right? I think
Plus
he dropped him
150.
twice. Plus 150 is crazy.
Yeah.
No, but that's
Which is not huge. Which is not huge, but that's still crazy.
Like you say, you're throwing the towel at the same time he's going down. Like it's like you got knocked out twice. Like that's like no, when I saw the knockout, like
And the referee waved it off, bro. They did everything, bro.
Sure, like, if you watch this in slow motion, when you watch this one in slow motion, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like don't even fight him anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like don't even try.
Yeah.
But Sasaki's knockout was good as well. I ain't gonna lie. But
Sasaki, we was talking about when was he going to stop?
That's crazy. Come on, man. Come on, man.
nah, but Ty is truth. No, Ty is real though. He's right. He's
David
like,
Allen, that was a career-defining moment.
I agree with that now. I
I ain't
agree with
gonna
that.
hold you. Brian Norman gonna do that to like 5 other people. He could possibly do that to Devin Haney next, for all we know.
No, you're right. Yeah, I mean, he definitely has that pop. Definitely has that pop and that strength. I don't know, man. What about Moses Atama's knockout on the football player, ex-football player? That was nice too. Beluga, yeah, Mike Belugan or something like that. Yeah.
It was a nice knockout, but it wasn't like, it's not like, it was a real, like, very, like, what was the word I would use? Like, a very, like, I would say talented knockout. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looks good. Like, that check hook. You don't see many heavyweights throwing check hook like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Dub said 3, 5, 7, 10 worthy. No replay. Close the curtain. That's how he counted, bro. That's how the ref counted, bro. Facts. That man counted like an auctioneer, bro. 35, 45, 75. Gosh, Lee counted that
Saras vibes.
You feel me? Yeah, that was straight Saras vibes, for real. Why you counting so fast on Justice Hooney, man? But
Hooney messed up though. I can understand how you could lose that. How can you throw yourself like that against someone that we know he's got a one punch knockout power, and you winning like 9, like what was it, 12? You winning like 11 rounds.
Yeah, he was.
And you throwing yourself like that in the Lions Den.
Yeah.
Like I was like, even I'm not like obviously a professional fighter, but even like it's just logic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At this point, it's just the logic. Yo, you're winning. Like all you have to do is you can't even round. Run around the ring the whole time. You're winning that fight. That's your fight of your career.
Yeah. I would say that I definitely agree with what you're saying, because I feel the same way. But I kind of feel for him too, because it's like he probably just got caught up in the moment. Like, man, hey man, I'm trying to put on a show, man. I got this fight. I'm outclassing him, and because I'll be honest with you, I don't feel like. Of course, from a common sense standpoint and a trainer standpoint, you tell him, hey, man, don't even engage. But I don't feel like he was being too reckless. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he was just out there like, he wasn't like he was showboating and stuff. He was just, he just got caught up in an exchange.
It was literally, he literally went for like a, to throw like a power right hand.
Yeah, he did. They got caught with a short one.
When you do that, you're
right.
susceptible to a counter.
You're right about
Especially if he was like, I don't know, if he was someone like, I don't know, let's say Joe Joyce, because Joe Joyce is he's not like a knockout artist. I can understand that. But we know Wardley is a knockout artist. Like, that's how he made his name.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that, and what's his name? Hooney?
Yep,
Hooney he's a chinny as crazy.
Yeah.
He's super chinny. Like, you look a lot of his fight, he always get hurt at some point or later on.
That's a good point.
The
I've seen him get hurt before. You're right. Boys be crying send him to an isekai.
That's why he said at the end, that's the curse.
Yeah.
He said at the end, that's the curse, because he knows he's chinny.
Yeah.
Bro, I was disappointed by Hooney with that at
Yeah.
that point. I was like, yo, I want like I felt sorry for him. I want at the same time I was like, you fucking sorry my language. I said,
No,
you
you're good, bro.
deserve
No, you good.
I ain't feel sorry
it.
for Hooney.
You deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You ain't feel bad for him, Ty?
I seen how Eddie Hearn was moving. Took that man away like a villain. That's what trying to have villain with God, bro. It happens.
And boy, just as soon as he tried to pull up on Scott.
Oh, he didn't try. Unlike
Yeah,
Derek,
man.
he said, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who?
Just as soon he pulled up on Scott, man. He said, "Hey, man, you know, we all know that you just a side piece for Eddie, man. Come on, be the whole main dish." I guess she went for it.
Uh-huh.
And now they both need tune-ups.
Sure.
Well, Scott got her tune-up back, and she won at least.
I didn't see the fight. Did she struggle?
No, she ain't struggle at all, man. She stopped her like what 2 rounds, I think it was.
Yeah, she got her layup.
Yeah, she got her there for sure. In the lower weight class. So I wonder if she's gonna stay at super bantamweight or is she gonna go back to 126.
She need to go up.
Yeah, she need to go back to 1. Yeah, I agree. She probably need to go above 126. Hell. But yeah, so if those of you that don't know, she fought at super bantamweight today. She usually campaigns at 126 featherweight. So that's why some people are saying, is she a weight bully now? I mean, she definitely looked bigger.
How come she was on the
prelims,
like,
right? Yeah, I don't know why she was on the prelims.
Weird.
Yeah, she was on the prelims.
Yo, she just lost like a championship.
Hey, Ty just told you, bro. Ty just told you, man. She was out there creeping with Hooney, man. You know.
Hey, Eddie Hearn is worse than PBC, bro.
She was out there. She was out there messing with the help, man. That put her on the prelims, man.
Oh no. Are they still together or we don't know?
Oh, I don't know.
That sounds like they're not together anymore.
hey, put you on the prelims. You better act right. You better tighten up. Get your ass put on the
Find out
prelims.
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I'm telling you. That's funny.
You know, the prelims again. You know what happened.
Put on the prelims, bro. Hey, Eddie a menace, bro. Hey,
That's
this man
Eddie
Ty is
Hearn,
funny,
bro.
dog. Ty is funny, man.
Foul with Eddie.
Hey. I'm not.
But yeah,
I'm
man.
not a
Like,
cat or
like
cousin, but they are not that good to me. I feel that, dub.
I want to see that Herrera with one of them.
With Padley or Cordina.
Or Cordina, yeah. So he get his name, and then he get like I don't know, maybe like become a contender. But
yeah,
man. Before he calls out Shakur.
yeah. That's a fact.
I feel like
you were mentioning Cordina and Padley, right? Did they mention that?
Yeah.
Potentially on the broadcast. Oh, they did. Okay.
I don't know the broadcast. I didn't hear that. No.
Okay.
I think Padley was there. Was Padley there?
Yeah, Padley was there.
No.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
He was there. They had him on as one of the 3 guest scorers. You know, Matchroom usually like have like 3 boxers up there scoring as well. They had Jordan Thompson, Padley, and the newly signed female fighter. I can't remember her name right now. Mia Tai. I can't remember her name.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Oh, Padley was one of them. I didn't realize that.
He was one of them.
If he was scoring,
you going with Padley?
Huh?
No, I said I don't know what he was scoring.
Oh yeah, his score.
Remember, his score was egregious.
Yeah, his scorecard was crazy. That's a fact.
Was it?
Yeah, his scorecard was crazy. Well, it was
if Padley was there, there's probably a reason. There's probably I can see that Padley Cordina.
Yeah. Yeah, that card.
I don't know. I just want Herrera with a name, and it was like really like the way he fought last time. Herrera, he cannot fight like that with a Cordina, with a Padley. But if he went to the lab and worked on some of his how you call that, fundamentals, then he will give a good fight to Cordina because Herrera can bang, man. Like, he's got
Yep.
Yeah, he
power.
could bang and all, but I got a fighter for him.
Who?
Since Raymond Moratai will not be available, why don't he fight Andy Cruz?
Yo, the two Cubans together?
Yeah,
You know, Cubanos, they don't like to fight each other, bro.
That's what I
and
said too.
he said he not his own. He not them old dudes. We can scrap.
Yeah, no, I know that, but the Cubanos, they don't like to fight each other.
But Andy said he ain't on that time. He can get scrapped up too.
Hey,
Hey, man, I don't mind that fight, but I know where he's going, though. I got Andy on that one.
yeah, I got Andy on that as well.
Like, I definitely have Andy on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be a good fight. Like, you know, as I said, like if Herrera can, like, you know, can tighten up his defense, he becomes a dangerous fighter. You know, like you know, like in boxing, once you are like you know a real power puncher, you're always dangerous no matter what.
Right.
You know, you just need to be like, you know, to be responsible defensively.
Right.
And then, you know, you become a danger. You know, that's what I think. But yeah, man,
I agree with that, bro. I agree.
Yeah, that's why like what's his name, Kid Austin. Like, in my opinion, I don't think he's better than, you know, Shakur or not even like Abdullah Mason, but because he's got this power,
Yep.
he'll always be dangerous.
Yep.
You know.
What you think about that, though, Ty? What you think about that Muay and Andy Cruz, man? I keep hearing about that on November card potentially. Hey,
It's not happening.
I don't think it's happening either, but that's what they keep talking about.
Why is it not happening though?
I don't think
The
it's
Turkish
happening.
putting the money out there,
Why he asked? Okay.
but I feel like Bob is leaning more on having him do a voluntary.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. I don't see that happening straight away. That's too tough of a fight to have straight away. In my personal opinion, I don't think Bob would provide his what's the word? What was the word when you ask for, you know, give him his blessing? That's what I was looking for. I don't think he'll give his blessing on that. That's too early. Raymond Muay just got the belt. You know, I think because Lomachenko just gave up the belt because he retired, top ranked guy. And Muay just got the belt, top ranked guy. You think he's gonna risk losing it that fast? Yeah, right.
He's gonna do like Benavides, kind of like, you know, bit of voluntary.
Yeah, like I think he'll get like a voluntary, and then I'm not saying he won't fight him at all because it's the IBF, you know, and the IBF will enforce their mandatories. And Cruz just won an eliminator against what's his name, Mishiro, but I just don't see it happening right now. It's kind of like that same situation Lubin's in, right? He just won his title eliminator for the IBF against Arjura Holmes. He's supposed to be fighting Bakram, but you know they talking about Bakram fighting Josh Kelly.
Yeah, Lubin's been robbed like many times, bro. Like these guys should have like at least like a, and he's been a contender level for a while now. You should get a title shot, really.
Right.
Not that I'm saying he's gonna win.
Yeah,
but he deserves his title
shot. How you think that goes? You think you got Bakram or Lubin, Ty, and then Patrick, or both of y'all? It don't matter, whichever.
Bakram, and that probably solidify his name until he gets put in there with a mover.
Yeah, I got Bakram as well. Who you got?
Patrick? Yeah, like I don't know Bakram enough to be honest. Ty said it, like he fought what's his name?
Tim Tszyu.
Tim Tszyu, who's not really he's not a boxer really. He's a come forward guy. So I don't know, to be honest. Bakram, I must say I don't know much about Bakram. But if I have to take someone today, I'll take Bakram because I know he can crack. But really, I cannot lie and say I don't know much about Bakram. Like I haven't seen many fights enough to judge. Really,
I only seen, of course, his Tim Tszyu fight, and I saw his fight against Jack Colque, and then I saw his fight, which is how he acquired the IBF belt. I saw another fight. I don't remember who it was. But it was just me doing it after I've already heard about him. You know what I'm saying?
right, okay, yeah.
So I don't know much about him. I've only
Because
seen that most 3 fights, but from what I've seen, I think that beats Lubin.
yeah, Lubin is a good mover. Lubin
He
can
is. He's a
box,
good
but
fighter. Yeah, he is.
I don't know. I don't know how bad. But I think, to be honest with you, like from what I've seen, the only thing I've seen from Backroom, I think he's still like, although he can crack, I still think he's a calculated fighter. He's got like he go by a certain game plan. That was a really good game plan against um we're gonna Team Zoo. Like
Wait, what'd you say?
was-
What'd you say? Wait, what'd you say about Tim Zoo? My bad.
I said, like,
It was a
I
good
haven't
game
seen
plan.
Backroom. Yeah, the game plan was quite good against
Shit,
Team
what,
Zoo.
what game plan? He went in there.
No,
He
no,
went. He
no,
went.
no, he said
Yeah, Wally.
no. You can
Right.
you can tell he was like he was looking at one. There was I think it was a hook. So basically, it was like kind of like going for a little exchange, like, you know, when
Okay,
you
I
throw
feel
like
you.
a
I feel you.
combination.
Yeah, I see what you did. I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, you know, like he was throwing a combination,
Yeah, I feel
knowing
you.
that, you know, that he's not gonna like finish with that combination. He's gonna get the punch after the combination. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
No, when
Setting up
the
nicely.
follow.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the follow. That's what he got. He caught Team Zoo.
I feel
He
you.
caught Team Zoo. It was always with the following. He was
feel you.
hooking after, like, you know, Team Zoo was like ducking the punch or whatever. So, and he said after the fight, he says he went about the game plan. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously, it doesn't always work, the game plan, but
The game plan was one page.
You feel me?
It wasn't
The what?
an IQ thing.
You feel me?
The game plan was one page. It wasn't like an IQ thing. He was there to be hit and got him up out of there.
You feel me? That's no disrespect to
I
Black
don't think it
Rumble
was like
trainers.
that though.
Man, she.
No, I don't think it was like that. I think it was
Shit.
like he was like going for a combination, not like a, you know, a super combination, like a 2-3 punch combination, and then following with the hook. Like after he missed that combination, he was following with the hook. He was catching. I have to watch that fight again. He was catching like Team Zoo with that hook all the time.
You could watch it right now before you even finish your thought and be done. That shit fast. That's how fast it is. You can watch it right now as we speak before you even finish your thought, man. That should be over with, man. That shit was
No,
crazy, bro.
Yo,
Mortal Kombat combination.
You feel me? Shout out to Bakram though. All the credit to Bakram, yeah, for real. For real.
no, but you know what? I watched the fight today again. I watched the Benavides against Morel.
How you feel about that?
That fight was like, man, that was a quality fight, bro. Like,
Come on now.
no, it was a really good fight. Seriously,
I
it was
agree.
a good fight. It
Yep, I agree.
was a really good fight.
I agree.
And do you remember when they took that point out of Morel?
Yep. Nonsense.
What did you think about that during
Nonsense. Nonsense. That was
the fight? It
terrible.
was crazy, wasn't it?
Hell yeah, it was crazy, bro.
Because Benavides one as well, like he punches after the belt.
Exactly.
They both punched after the belt, so
Right.
that was. I don't like that referee, like that Thomas something.
Yeah. What's his name, bro?
Yeah,
I know you.
It's the same-
I can't remember his name.
Thomas Rafferty or something. I forgot. Like,
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
but
right
anyway,
now.
I don't like this referee. It's like he always like he's. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. This referee.
Nope.
I don't know.
Nope.
He's always in the.
Dang, what's his name, bro?
Controversy. It's Thomas something for sure.
Yeah.
He's
I can't remember.
but
his
he's
name,
like
bro.
he's probably gonna be a Hall of Fame referee.
Oh yeah, he's there a lot. I'm about to find his name. Don't even worry about it. I'm about to find his name.
It's Thomas something for sure. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay, bro. I know this guy's name too, bro. It's crazy. I know this dude's name.
Thomas Taylor.
Thomas Taylor. That's it.
Yeah, he was wilding that night. I don't know, but that fight was really really good.
Yep.
And,
Here it is right here. Yep. Thomas Taylor. That's it. Put him on the stream.
Who you got between Morel and Katayev?
Oh, I got Morel smoking him. Easy money.
You think?
Easy money.
Sure.
Easy money. Easy money, bro.
3 times.
Easy money. And I like Katayev, but like I said, man, Katayev, he's one of those fighters that not even his fault, but you know, according to his manager and his team, they want a small ring. They want this. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that just shows that you're not a complete fighter, bro. And like if you watch his fights, man, he's a pressure fighter. Exactly what he is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
If he hits you, you're gonna be in trouble. But can he hit you? You know, and nah, man, easy money. Morel gonna smoke him.
To be honest with you, I think that Morel fight against Benavides, that was a really good experience for Morel. You know, I think it was a really, really good experience for him.
I agree.
I based it on that. That fight against Benavides, that really that put Morel on the next level. Like I think.
But that's what I'm worried about, to see how he bounces, because you know, even though that wasn't a bad loss, you know, but you just never know sometimes with boxing how fighters bounce back, man. That's the only part that I'm worried about. But nah, he gonna smoke him, bro.
No. I think Morel's gonna come like even better.
I agree. I hope
if he
so.
gets visa.
Sure.
If he gets his visa.
Right. Oh no,
Yeah,
it was. Say again, Ty.
I said he left that fight with confidence.
I agree. I just never.
Yeah, for sure.
But
For sure.
it wasn't the visa issue. Wasn't Morel? That was Katayev. Yeah, Katayev had the visa.
Are you sure?
Issue. Yeah.
Was it not Morel?
No, it was Katayev, and it's fixed too. It's already they already got it squared away. Cool. Yeah, so he's good. But yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, it was. I'm trying to pull it up. The article I was reading. So yeah, it was Katayev's visa that was having the issue. Morel was straight.
Oh right.
Yeah.
No, Morel after that, as I said, like I watched that fight today. Morel after the fight, he definitely there's no way he's not even better.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
He dropped. Do you remember he actually dropped in a way like Benavides. He had the knockdown.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people said they didn't like it. Do that. I thought it was good.
And I feel like in the fight against Benavides, his power improved as well somehow. Like, because when he went into 175, the first fight, I don't feel his power was there. Like you could tell, like he was in the new.
Yeah, you talking about when he fought Hot Rod Kaladzik.
Yeah, Hot Rod. Yeah. You could feel that power wasn't really having effect on the Hot Rod.
Yeah.
And but against Benavides, you could see that's oh.
Yeah, he kind of became more acclimated to the weight. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, Morel was. I when I watched the fight today again, I was like, damn, that fight was really, really good.
Good, man. I liked it, man. A lot of people thought it was one-sided. Really, I thought it was good, man. Hey, check out the stream if you can see it. You see, this is reported by Mike Coppinger a few days ago. This is on the 1st of July, so a couple of days, 4 days ago. Imam Katayev has secured his visa and is good to go for his light heavyweight fight with Morel.
All right, yeah, nice one, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
for sure, man. No problem, man.
Yeah, but also, Katayev is he has to go. He needs to to be to be close to you, really.
Yes.
But at the same time, he's not a great. He doesn't cut the ring that He doesn't have that super IQ in cutting the ring.
Come on now, bro. I want. If you have time, I know it's late for you, but.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Watch this fight. I know it's amateurs. I was talking to Ryan. Ryan said he not buying it. But watch Ben Whitaker.
Against the British guy?
Okay, now there you go. Ben Whitaker. Watch that fight.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's why
I'm so confident. That's why I'm so confident.
Yeah, that's what I based it on. I was like,
right.
He's not really good at cutting the ring, really.
Come on now.
But what's his name? What's the UK guy name again? Fucking hell, my name is Whitaker.
Yeah, Ben Whitaker. Yep.
Yeah, Whitaker is a good boxer though. He's got really good legs.
He is.
But Devin Morel's got good legs. If he really wants to use his legs.
Exactly.
If he really wants to use his legs, I think that was the problem that he did. The problem during the Benavides fight. Like at some point he wanted to exchange with Benavides, standing in front of him.
Yeah.
Yo, don't do it against El Bandera Roja, bro.
Hey.
Yo, no,
yes,
that's it. But I thought that was the problem, was of one of the the wrong stuff that he did. But at the same time, I noticed against Benavides, everybody gets tired at some point.
Oh yeah, he wears you down.
I don't know if you noticed,
wears you down, man.
People move at the beginning, but after the 5th, 6th, 7th round, they just they don't move.
Nah, facts.
It's like they don't move no more. I don't know if the body shots or something, but like they don't move. Like look at the Plants fight. It was the same thing. Plant was
Facts.
winning like the 3, 4, 5, 5th round,
Mm-hmm.
and then at some point he cannot move no more.
Yep. Hey, give me a quick second, man. Shout out to
So-
my guy Clone, man. Yes, sir. Renewing that membership for 11 months, man. Said I'm not going nowhere. He is here for another 30 days, man. Shout out to my guy Clone, man. Big membership.
I'm not leaving.
Shout out to Clone.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah, man, like,
The show goes on.
I was gonna say,
Appreciate it, bro. Shout out to Clone, man. Thank you, bro. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
What who'd you have between Benavides and
What's the name?
Yard?
Anthony Yard, man.
Yeah.
I have Benavidez, but I think it's gonna be better than what people think, man.
You think?
I think so. I think until Yard gets tired, you know, his gas tank. You know, I think
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think up until that point, it's gonna be a good fight, man. You
That's
know,
exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
The first 4 rounds,
Mm-hmm.
first 4 rounds is gonna be like, you know, competitive, I guess, if we can say that.
Yep.
But starting on the 5th, 6th round, oh, if it's the Benavides that I know, and if it's the Yard that I know,
Right. Exactly.
you
I
know,
agree.
because you see, like that's why I said the matchup is a bit for me. It's really like it's a good match. I mean, it's tailor made for Benavides. I'm going to tell you why. Because Benavides, he's got faster hands. Like if you're in front of him, he's got faster hands.
Facts.
So like if you have like exchange with him, he got faster hands.
Yep.
And Yard tends to want to exchange for some reason.
Yep.
He likes to fight. Like even though he's got like, you know, he's got good power,
Mm-hmm.
good punching placement,
Mm-hmm.
but at some point he tends to fight during the fight. Like, you know, he tends to stay in front of you and start to like, you know, try to counter and stuff like that.
Right. Hey, check that out in the chat, Patrick, when you get a chance. You don't have to do it now, but that little link I've dropped.
Oh, okay, I'll check that.
Yeah.
And the Benavides. So Yard tends to tire up. And Benavides is the opposite. He usually like pick up the pace.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he pick up the pace after like that's why I say like people get tired against Benavides. He's the one who like he goes like he push the pace. So that's why I say like the matchup with Yard. I cannot see Yard winning that fight if they're both coming as, you know, as their normal level.
Facts.
And I was gonna say what's his name?
Anthony Yard.
Benavides.
Oh.
No, Benavides. I think people underestimating. But I think he's got a better IQ than people think.
Yeah, I can see that. Hey,
Yeah, he's got better IQ.
Yeah, hold on, give me 1 second. Dub says, bruh, Doc started the show hot on Kendo. Now Doc like Anthony Yard gas taking down late rounds. No, I'm saying I'm picking Benavides because Anthony Yard is gonna gas out. I'm not picking Anthony Yard. I'm picking Benavides. I'm just saying I think it's gonna be very interesting up until he gasses out. I think he's gonna gas out. Huh?
He ain't even got gas out. Because they're gonna be in that 18 by 18.
18 by 18. 18 by 18. Like Jim Campbell.
And Yard gas out like even his last fight against Arthur, you could tell he had like the problem is he was winning that fight, but you can tell the power is not there anymore in the late rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him going to the late rounds with them. Like with this news of them being in the 18 by 18. I feel this is a 350-50. Somebody getting stopped.
Ooh, you got a 50-50 between Yard and Benavides? Let's go. I like
50-50.
that. I like to hear that.
David's gonna beat David, but at the same time, this is Anthony Yard. That boy punched like a mule. This is 175. Who did he not bludgeon?
Come on now.
He might have got stopped in some fights, but he was cracking motherfuckers.
He damn sure was.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
at
yeah.
175, he's shown that niggas can touch him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna hurt maybe like Benavidez at some point, but that's what I'm saying. My point is that Benavidez, the thing is with Benavidez, he get hurt, but he fight even better after getting hurt. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't like Morel hurt Benavidez during that fight. That's what I said. I watched it today.
Mm-hmm.
You hurt him at some point, but the thing is like Benavidez was picking up the pace even more. That's why I said like Benavidez. That's really like when you watch him, you think like, damn, you need to be like on the P's and Q's for everything with Benavidez because he will push you like he will take you to the deep water, and Yard. He's gonna, as I say, he's gonna hurt Benavidez at some point, like maybe in the first 3-4 rounds. At some point, like Benavidez is gonna come too much it will be too much for him at some point. Do you know what I'm saying, Doctor? Like it's like
Yeah, I got what you're saying. Yeah.
It's like this is what it is with Benavidez, and that's why he's one of my favorite fighters because no one managed to figure him out.
Not facts though. Nah, yeah, I like Benavidez, man. And but I do agree with Ty's like, like I said, me and you on the same page. I mean, I had Benavidez, and Ty says 50-50.
Yeah.
I just think that some people are like I said before, I think some people are overlooking Yard, but I do think Benavidez is gonna pull it out. But man, he's a true 175 for sure. From the rooter to the tutor, he a 175 pound, he's a legit 175 pounder, so so far we've seen Benavidez against what? His first debut was against Vazdik, right? Alexander Vazdik, former champion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Apparently was injured.
Yeah, but but that's still a good win, and Benavidez, to be fair, he said his hands were messed up, and then he fought a Morel who was coming up from 168 just like he was, what I'm saying? That was both of their second fights at 175, but now he's fighting a true 175er who's been in there with former champions like Beterbiev and Kovalev, and you could argue in both those fights there were moments where he was getting the better of them, you know what I'm saying? And hey, so not just moments, or big moments, portions where he was getting the better of Kovalev and Beterbiev. So man, I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be interesting, man. But I do have Benavidez.
No, that's what I've Benavidez. I've Benavidez stopping him.
Stopping him,
He'll stop Yard.
Yeah, I got him stopping him late, but
but
I do think it's worth what Ty's saying, like saying that hey, it might not even go that far. Shit, it might go, it might be quick, for either side.
Man, if Benavidez is coming as the one that we know, Yard is coming as the one that we know, Benavidez is stopping Yard. I cannot see anything. Really, I cannot see anywhere else. Look, I watched the Yard also against Arthur. You can tell that Yard, I don't know, maybe it's a weight problem, Sometimes I'm thinking Yard's been in the 175 all his career.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like maybe he's supposed to be like at a higher weight, and now his power at 175 is not like, because of the being like having to make the weight. Maybe his power is not the same as it was at the beginning. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm thinking, because he should have stopped Arthur in that last fight like that.
You talking about you talking about Lyndon Arthur, right? You talking about Yard and
Lyndon Arthur. Yeah. That he's better than Arthur. Yeah. The one I have really given problem to Benavidez. Do you know who it is?
Who?
The one I have given problem to Benavidez is. Yeah,
I got Bivol beaten.
Is the one that can see like, because Bivol is like, he's got his footwork.
Yep.
He's disciplined.
Yep.
Bivol will be on his P's and Q's.
Yeah, I got Benavidez losing to Bivol. For sure.
You right?
Yeah.
For me,
I don't want to say for sure because Benavidez is good, but I've always had I had Bivol and Beterbiev beating Benavidez, to be honest.
Beterbiev as well.
Oh yeah. I got winner or loser of Bivol and Beterbiev. I think they both beat Benavidez.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I could be wrong, but yeah, I think both of them. I think.
Hey, we don't know, but that's Beterbiev. I don't know.
Yeah.
Possibly, but I don't know, because I had Bivol definitely like giving like, but apparently they were sparring each other. Bivol and Benavidez were sparring each other.
Yeah, and Benavidez got the better of him, so they say, right? So.
Yeah. I don't mind that because Bivol is calculated fighter, so maybe he was working on something during
Hey,
that
come
sparring.
on,
So
talk to him. Talk to him, Pat. Talk to him.
yeah, but yeah, Bivol is like
Come on now.
you know he's a workaholic. So he was definitely Bivol when he goes to a fight, he calculates everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything is calculated. Like so, if he knows Benavides is good at this, he's good at that, he's not gonna fight him like he was sparring with him.
Come on now.
You know, he will. Bivol will give a tough fight to Benavides for sure.
Facts.
But hey, man, like, but no, Benavides against Yard, I cannot see another. I don't know, bro. Like, and I respect Yard a lot. Trust me, I don't, I don't have like Yard like as a journeyman, but it's just like Benavides is too much.
Yep. Oster said, I think Beterbiev stops DB and Bivol puts outboxes him, I think. Bro, hey man, y'all be trying to make my head explode, bro. Some of these stuff I have to decipher, man. I need to get picked up by the FBI, man. Some of this CIA, bro. Somebody, bro, this man put Vox Gim, and I figured out you better outbox him. Bro, y'all be, hey guys, dang, bro, hey, bro, I gotta pull out my coding, bro, my decipher skills, bro. Gosh, see, I gotta put my dang on PhD to work, trying to figure out some of the stuff y'all be saying, boy. Gosh.
I'm with you, dog. I'm with you. Sometimes I'm saying stuff like, damn, I forgot to do this.
Bro, I'll be say like, that. Yeah, man. What you say,
decipher.
Yes, bro. I got to decipher. I be trying, bro. I appreciate it, bro. I try to take my time and be patient, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Go ahead, Ty.
Oh, I was reading. He said he voxing.
He voxing. He vox game. put vox game. What? Oh, boxing. But yeah, I was gonna say though, you just said something about Bivol Beterbiev. I was gonna say something. I forgot, man. Lost my train of thought.
A bit of beer stopping him. Or Bivol having the best of. We're talking about the sparring.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the sparring. Yeah, I love what you said that. With the sparring, because I do think people work on stuff. And I'm not saying sparring doesn't matter. Of course it matters. But as far as like, oh, this person did this in this sparring, I don't really care about that too much, because sometimes it does happen just like they say in sparring, but sometimes the complete opposite happens. Like, like Tank and Frank Martin, Tank struggled with Frank apparently in sparring, and look what he did to him. Hergovich apparently struggled. Dubois struggled with Hergovich in sparring, apparently got sent to the hospital allegedly. And look what he did to him. He stopped him. So now, but then sometimes, AJ and Dubois, they had their sparring story where Dubois did good and he did good under the lights too. So sometimes it goes with it, but sometimes it doesn't. So I just think it's
yeah. I agree. I agree. Sometimes it means something.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does mean something.
Right.
But sometimes it doesn't. It depends on what was the type of sparring they had.
Right,
like,
exactly. We don't know
if Bivol was working on something.
Come on now.
And that's what he was working on.
Come on now.
But then my only problem is if you get knocked out at sparring, that's the problem.
Oh yeah, you getting stopped. That's oh you getting stopped now. Come on now. You can't be out there getting stopped now. You out here getting stopped, bro. That's crazy.
I think that's a bit strange there. Like, but at some point you have to use your defense. At some point, if you if it's too much, you have to use some defense, and
Right.
So
you can't be
if you get someone get the better of your sparring, that's different. But if you get knocked out, that's
you getting put to sleep at practice. You can't be getting put to sleep at practice. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, man. You ain't lying, man. Well, what fight you looking forward to next week, man?
Next week is the Shakur and stuff.
Yes, sir.
To be honest with you, like,
and the ladies card too, man. Shout out to the Serrano Taylor as well on the 11th.
Yeah, no, I'm tired of that Serrano Taylor. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm telling you.
No, to be honest, all those fights they're good in the men's card.
Mm-hmm.
I like all the fight. I think the one really. I hesitate between Puello and
Matias.
Turiel Matias.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, the Shiraz Berlanga is a lot of pressure for those two fighters, bro.
I agree.
I have Shakur winning, so I'm that's why I'm not like too too much on Shakur Zepeda because I have Shakur winning. But you know what? You know what I sense? I sense Shakur is gonna come. He's gonna destroy that guy.
Man, I'm kind of feeling like that too. Even though I wanted to
I
be a
feel he's
good
gonna
competitive
destroy
fight.
that guy
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too.
because Shakur, I think he's gonna have to throw his hands. He's gonna have to throw his hands. He will have to. He will have no choice because Zepeda will keep going. Like he's gonna have to throw. It's not gonna like Zepeda doesn't come with like 1, 2, 3 combination. He comes with like 26, 27 combination.
Right.
So Shakur's gonna have to he's gonna have to hurt him. So, and I don't know, like I might be wrong, but listening to Shakur's interviews, I can tell the man is focused on
making a statement.
Making this coming I feel like it's gonna be like the night when we're gonna say, damn, Shakur is like that.
Right.
Like, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people's gonna be like that.
Yep.
Sometimes like one night change your life, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially in boxing.
Yep. For better or for worse.
We say exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
We say Shakur is like this, Shakur is like that. But if he stops Zepeda, like in a fashion, they're gonna be like, damn, this man can crack.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? So I that's the feeling that I have about this fight. I may be wrong, but that's how I feel about this fight. But
I'm looking forward to the oh, go ahead, my bad. I mean cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go on.
No, I was gonna tell you. I thought you was done though. My fault. I was gonna say that.
No, I'm done.
Okay, the one I'm looking forward to is the one that I have the most uncertainty with is the Matias and Pueblo. That's the one I have the most uncertainty with. But the one that I'm looking forward to, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm excited for them all, but I really want to see how David Morrell looks coming back off the Benavidez fight. So I'm excited for that too. Yeah, and then for the women's card, I'm excited for the Savannah Marshall and Shadeja.
Yeah, you were saying last time. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that one the most. Yep. What about you, Ty? Which ones you looking forward to? If you're still there.
I think he's not there at the moment. He's muted his mic.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it. Yeah, you might be just listening.
But yeah, no, I don't know what.
I started yapping. And I didn't even realize I was on mute until you said so.
Yeah, bro.
But I told y'all what fight I'm looking forward to. That's Savannah Marshall and Shadeja Green.
Let's go. Me too.
Because it's real stakes for them.
Yeah.
As far as like how the landscape of women's boxing goes. It seems like the smaller women that belong in a certain weight class ain't really trying to fight, but they move it down and do stuff.
Come on now.
And on the male side, we give them a whole lot of flack. There's weight bullies. People should fight in their actual weight class. But when it comes to the women, I don't know if it's because people really don't care or they don't know enough, but they're not giving them the same vim and vigor.
Facts.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know enough about women. I'm not gonna lie. So that's why it's difficult for me to really analyze that. I watch every now and then, but it's not like
I feel you.
Did who's she fighting again? Marshall?
Shadeja Green, yeah, she's Savannah Marshall.
And
Shadeja Green.
Shadeja Green she got a good win, but I forgot against who.
Her last win, who did she fight? Who was it? I forgot who it was too. Dang, who she just fight, bro? I have to look it up. I can't remember who she just fought.
And which way is
she
that?
fought for that belt?
What the heck?
Because before that, she had lost to Franchon Cruz.
Yep, she lost to Franchon. That's her only loss. She beat Melinda Watpool. She won by split decision. Yep, and then before that, she fought Natasha Spence. I remember that.
Which way they're fighting at?
That's a good question. I think they're gonna fight at super middleweight, but I'm not sure. What'd you say, Ty? 68?
68.
Yeah, 68. Yep. So they'll fight at super middleweight. So
68. Right.
Yeah.
This is my problem with women boxing. I always get mixed up with the weight. Like, it's like what's the name? Like Clarissa Shields.
Yeah.
What did she start? She started like a much lower weight, didn't she?
154, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh, 160. Okay.
She started at 60 and moved down to 54.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why she confused me. That lady. She confused me big time. Like, and then at some point she's on the heavyweight. I'm like, what weight did she fight when she fought Marshall?
That was 160.
60 when she
Was it the
came back
154?
Yeah, 60. Yep.
undisputed again.
Yep.
Was it not 154? No.
No,
Okay.
She a beast, man. That's why I said Clarissa Shields, man. Hey.
But
But I will say this though, relative to the men, they do move up a lot, move up and down a lot, fluctuate a lot. So
But the women,
yeah. But
especially Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields, she confused me in that game, bro.
Yeah.
I was watching at some point, really. I was watching quite a lot, and then once I heard this, she's heavyweight. She's what?
come on now, went from 154 to and dominating, bro. People be hating on her, bro. I don't get it. Dog. Like you don't like her personality, whatever, cool. But as far as denying her skills,
as far as boxing, Clarissa Shields, she's the GOAT. Like she's there, like
blasphemous. Bro.
Like she's the GOAT to me. There's no. I mean, I wish I could see her like fighting Taylor. I wish I could see that.
Oh, like Katie Taylor and stuff, man. They'll get slaughtered.
Yeah, that's like, so at least like people wouldn't be able to say anything, because now people still can say like, oh yeah, she still haven't fought, like, I don't know about Taylor, so people can still talk, you know what I'm saying? But
the thing about that, though, in my opinion now, right? So this is my opinion now. When her and Savannah Marshall fought, they were undefeated, So Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, they're fighting each other and stuff like that. But how many of those people that say that, okay, Clarissa Shields doesn't fight anybody, outside of Amanda Serrano, how many people do you think can name anybody Katie Taylor fought? You see what I'm saying? So it's just so funny that people say that against certain people, but they can't tell you 2 people that Katie Taylor fought. They can't tell you 2 people that Amanda Serrano fought. They can't tell you 2 people Alicia Baumgartner fought. They can't tell you 2 people that any of the women fought. But when it comes to Clarissa Shields, it's a problem. Savannah Marshall beats. I actually have Savannah Marshall beating Shadeja Green. I could be wrong though, of course, but it's not like Savannah Marshall was the Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano fight. It's just, for whatever reason, people don't look at it like that. And and really the Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor fight, that trilogy should really be Chantel Cameron and Katie Taylor. I've been keep saying that. The only person that beat Katie Taylor is Chantel Cameron. You know what I'm saying? So,
I agree with you on that one.
Serrano lost twice. Yeah, so
100%.
Yeah, we should be seeing. Come on now.
Cameron deserves a trilogy, yeah, for sure.
Come on now. So that's the fight that we should be asking for, a trilogy, but it is what it is. I just feel like I'm not saying people aren't wrong, because obviously women's are not everybody's interested in women boxing, and I'm interested in the men more. I am interested in women boxing too, but I'm interested in men's more. But it's just like, when we talk about Inoue and we say that he's one of the best, and he is, same with Usyk, right? We don't go like, oh, well, he ain't fight this person, he ain't fight this person. No, it's the fact that they have the phenomenal distinction of being undisputed in 2 different divisions, like Terrence Bud Crawford, and undefeated while doing it. That's the same thing Clarissa Shields is. You know what I'm saying? We don't be going, now he didn't fight this person. Like, outside of Stephen Fulton, how many people do you think could really name anybody now fought? They can't do it, bro. Maybe they might say Nonito Donaire, and even then he was 40. You know what I'm saying? One like he was a spring chicken. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, how many people and I'm not saying that to diminish anybody. My question is, why do we use that metric to diminish certain people? But then other people, it's like, how many people can name who Usyk fought at cruiserweight? How many people, bro? Like, we can, because we watch it, but how many people, like, it's just, and then people will say, oh, well, Terrence Crawford didn't fight nobody. I guarantee you know more people that Terrence Crawford fought than Usyk. And that's no shit. They're all great, is what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, I feel like people nitpick on certain people, and I don't get it. It's like Clarissa Shields.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah, so it's like they're all great, and they're all great for reasons because they're undefeated and undisputed while doing it. Don't try to make it seem like, oh, this person's not doing nothing at this.
It's also crazy. Like, obviously, I also look the fashion, the way they actually get their win against these people.
Come on now, like, that part too.
Sometimes I say to when I have like a debate, like I say, I know records are nice to look at,
Right.
At the same time, you have to watch the fight. What will be the point of the fight, of watching the fight?
Come on now.
Otherwise, you just like, you just go on BoxRec and look at all the records, and you're like, oh yeah, he's better than he's. But no,
right.
You have to look at, like, when they fight, the skills, all these things. You have to look. The eye test is important as well. So that's why when the people like talking about Boots, I know Boots at some point, like, he didn't have any name, but you could tell the dude, he's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like that. You see, like, the power. You see, like, the skills. it's like that. So when they say, "Oh yeah, no, he's not proven," okay.
And
But-
and you know it's crazy too. I just pulled up Clarissa Shields' box rank. Let's look at it, right? And it's not just to highlight her, but I mean it is gonna highlight her, but I'm just like she had her debut against Franzon Cruz, right? DAZN. She's a champion right now. So they both had their debut together as professionals. Clarissa won. But what I'm saying is the reason why I say she's a champion is because DAZN is, it wasn't like she's a scrub. You know what I'm saying? She's been a champion. You know, in fact she beat Shadeja Green and stuff like that. So they just happened to clash early on. And then her second fight, 15-8. Former undisputed. Talk to her. Thank you, Ty. So her second fight was against
Put by
15. Come on now. Say it again, please. My bad. I was talking over you.
Put them on her resume.
Come on now. Talk to him. So we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to the other one. So we go to her second fight, 15-8. Okay, whatever. Second fight. Sydney LeBlanc, 4-1-1. Right? Her fourth fight, Nikki Aller, 16-0. Undefeated. Her other fight, Tori Nelson, undefeated, 17-0. Her next fight, Hannah Gabriels, only lost one, 18-1. Right? And then 5-2. Her next opponent 9-1, not bad. Femke Hermans, that was a good fight. Femke, and then goes to Christina Hammer, 24-0. Hall of Famer right there. Come on now.
Talk to me.
So and then she fights Ivana Habazin, good fighter, 20-3. Her next fight after that, another fighter that's undefeated, 17-0, Marie Decaire. Right. Then after that, she fought Emma Kozin, another fighter undefeated, 21-0. Then after that, she fought Savannah Marshall, 12-0, another undefeated fighter. So when people question it, it's like crazy. And then Danielle Perkins, she's 5-0. I get people not really caring about that because she's 42, whatever, but 42, she's a little older, right? She only's 5-0, but she's still undefeated fighter that some people didn't want to fight. So. Including Vanessa LePage, the person that she beat to get the heavyweight. She didn't want to fight Danielle Perkins, so it was like she's a slouch. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, she's been collecting them O's.
Come on now. So it's not like she's just fighting scrubs. Now, if you want to say, okay, I don't know that person, yeah, we may not know that person, but that's not lack of familiarity is not the same as someone being trash. It's like, how many people do you know in the women's division? Can you tell me how many people who can you name Seniesa Estrada's opponents? No, but she's still a great fighter.
Can I interject for a second?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
5 of those names you listed off later on became champions prior to fighting Clarissa.
Come on.
2 of them became undisputed.
Come on now.
No, but to be honest with you, like when you watch Clarissa Shields fight, you know that she's like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For me, it's just simple as that. Like you watch her fight, you just like, damn, she's like that.
Right.
So I've never had any issue with the club. Yeah, of course, like she's got a big mouth, but hey, that's boxing, man.
It's boxing, bro.
That's boxing.
Yep. Mm-hmm. When you got no back and you got to make, so you got to make a name for yourself and stay relevant. You got to talk a little bit, Conor McGregor got a big mouth. Nobody say nothing about that.
Exactly.
They praise
Serrano, like you talk about Serrano.
Come on now, Patrick.
She got twice.
Come on now.
She had twice the opportunity to get the belt. She didn't.
Come on now. And she be talking to she just be trying to,
She's like that, but she's not like that.
Come on now.
Compared to Clarissa Shields.
Come on
so
now.
I like Serrano. I like her.
Me too. I was about to say the same thing. Yep, I like her too, but let's keep it real.
I do like her, but Clarissa Shields is above. She's
let's keep it real, man.
Man, she's the GOAT, bro. Like there's no way around it, bro. I don't know what people like. I think for me that shouldn't even be an argument to me.
Come on now, bro. That's just professional. She's 2-time Olympic gold medalist, bro. 2 times,
that shouldn't be an argument.
Come on, what more can she do, bro? 2-time Olympic gold medalist, bro. And she's what? How many times undisputed? 4 times now. 4-time undisputed in 3 different weight classes.
Yeah.
Come on now, who's doing that, bro?
There's no argument.
4-time undisputed in 3 different weight classes and a 2-time gold medalist. Who's doing that, bro?
I heard a lot of argument, but I never understood that argument. I never understood that debate. Like, it never made sense, the debate for me. Like, this is she's hands down the
nobody's in her division.
Yeah, no one's ever in their division. And that goes back to my... And so some people that say that, I want them to tell me 2 people that in a way fought at bantamweight to get undisputed. I'll wait.
Mm-hmm. But when it comes to women, they always throw out Seniesa Estrada. She is a Hall of Fame talent. But when you actually sit there and try to nitpick with Clarissa at heavyweight and not realize when Seniesa was at minimum in the next weight class above there were only 7 ranked fighters at minimum.
Come on.
There were only 16 at the next weight class. I keep on forgetting what it is. It's not.
I know you're talking
It's
about
called
junior flyweight.
yeah, a junior fly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What weight is Baumgartner fighting at?
What do they find? They find at 130. Let me see.
130.
130, yeah.
But she the undisputed champ there.
Right.
She wanted to fight the champ at 135, but she out here doing other things.
Come on now.
Right.
The thing about that too, though, Patrick, is like what Ty just said about Clarissa Shields too. Is like, and I'm not knocking anybody, but you know they will say, and Seniesa Estrada is a Hall of Famer. Rock with Seniesa Estrada, but you know people be capping about not knowing the minimum weight guys, because they don't even know the minimum weight guys. So I know you don't know the minimum weight women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, don't nobody talk about Oscar Collazo being a unified champion, Ring Magazine champion right now. Don't nobody talk about that. So you gonna try to convince me you don't know the minimum weight guys, but you know the minimum weight women? Man, stop it, man. Stop it. All you know is Seniesa Estrada and that she got that freaking record record knockout in what 2.9 seconds against gosh dang Atkins, whatever, Miranda Atkins, when she set the record for the fastest knockout. And so, like I said, there's no disrespect, but you know, there's no nitpick. You know, keep it all the way consistent, man. If the knockout course is because you don't know her opponents, well then tell me the opponents of all the women that you do like, and they can't do it. Shout out to my guy Ryan Frazier, Boxer Talk Up North, man. Big North in the building. My brother right there, man. Y'all check him out, man. Good dude right there, man. Dope content. One of my favorite content creators to watch in this boxing thing, man. Check him out, his podcast, man. Keeps it real from Kendall. Hey, Ryan, I wanted to ask you, but I didn't want to seem like I was being messy, man. I wanted to ask, have you talked to Ricardo Brown since? We probably haven't, but I was just wondering. And tell him, and if you have, man, hey, tell him keep his head up, man. He's in the heavyweight, man. Capping anybody, but you know, just try to learn from it and stuff. Shout out to him though, the Jamaican badman, Ricardo Brown. He got mollywopped by Arslan Bekmakmadov.
Me blood clot.
But shout out to the Jamaican badman. He said Ben Rodriguez is about to be the king of the little guys. Hey, come on, man. No, we gotta give my South African brethren, Fumalele Cafu, the WBO champion, undefeated. You gotta give him a chance, man. I give him a chance. I got Ben Rodriguez though too. I got the American WBC champion Ben Rodriguez winning, but I give Fumalele Cafu a chance. You know,
which way is he? One is he 116?
115. Yeah, 115. Yep, 115.
115.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 115.
Yeah.
Junior bantamweight 115. Yeah.
Yeah, Bam Rodriguez has got the experience though. Like at the same time, like
yes, he does. Much more.
He fought in the UK as well, didn't he? He got one of the belt in the UK, didn't he?
Bam? Which
yeah.
I don't remember.
He retired that guy. No, he was in the UK,
was that
wasn't
in the
it?
UK? Yeah, Sonny Edwards. But was that in the UK? I don't remember where it was.
I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't in the
No,
UK.
it makes sense for it to be. I would think it probably would. I don't remember though. I don't remember where that was. But yeah, he didn't retire him, but he basically did. I mean, Galal Yafai retired him, but I think Rodriguez essentially retired him because he wasn't the same sense.
I think after that fight, he didn't want to fight anymore.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts. Exactly. And shout out to what's the name too, who just upset Galal Yafai, Rodriguez. Man,
another Rodriguez. Yeah, another
man.
one.
Yeah, man. That was crazy.
Man, those Rodriguez, man, they own UK, bro.
Hey, yeah, man. But I don't remember where that was. I would think it was in the UK though, you know, because he's a bigger name. He has.
No, it was in the United States. My bad.
Okay. No, you good. Yeah, I couldn't remember where it was.
Yeah, it was Glendale.
Oh, California. Okay. Glendale, Cali. Okay, but yeah, man, these good. That's some good fights, man. I do have Bam Rodriguez beat Fumalele, but hey, Kosei Tanaka, that's a good win, man. He just recently retired. You know, that's who Fumalele Cafu beat. You know, KO Tanaka to take his belt, and that guy is multi-division champion. So he's
that should be a good scrap. Yeah, should be a good scrap.
Future Hall of Famer.
Future Hall of Famer. Come on now. So yeah, I give Fumalele Cafu a good chance, but yeah, I got Bam though winning still.
It's just the experience. Like that's what happened to me when I was Because at the beginning I had like, and David Benavidez is one of my favorite. Is not my favorite fighter.
Mm-hmm.
But after I was giving the edge to Morel against that fight.
Really?
I was giving the edge to Morel. Yeah, because of the movement that Morel's got.
Yep.
I was like, he can move, punch hard,
Yep.
and start his move again, and just get the point. I never had Morel like stopping Benavidez. I was like, he can like edge it. But once again, the experience for Benavidez, that you could tell during the fight. You can tell he knew when to push the pace, when to when to take it easy.
Good point.
But that's experience. This is what I mean by experience. It's not like because you're a better fighter. It's because you know what to do, when to do it, and when to pace yourself. And that was the key for Benavidez. Like I told you, I watched that fight today. I was like, damn, like I could tell the experience from Benavidez in that one. I could tell, like I was like, yeah, that's, and you could tell Morel's like, he's like, yeah, I learned something.
Yeah.
I learned. You know what's, in my opinion, what stopped Morel?
What's that?
Body shots.
Body shots, and another one. Yep, and body shots.
I think that was the body shots. This is why he couldn't, like, he couldn't. I think that's the reason why he couldn't move like he wanted to move at some point, like, because even at some point, like, his coach, like, he's got a famous coach. I forget the name sometimes. The one who coach Charlo, the Jamal Charlo.
Yeah, I know you're talking. I can't remember his name right now. I don't know why. I see his face. Bald head, light skinned dude. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
Help me out, Ty. Shields, Ronnie Shields.
Shields, there you go.
Yeah.
Rodney Shields? Is it Rodney Shields?
Yep, Ronnie Shields.
Yes, Ronnie.
Yeah, and you could tell he was telling like, this is now when you need to go, to go on the front foot.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell Morel was like, he was listening, but you could tell like he didn't have it anymore. Like you could tell he was like gassed.
Yeah.
So he was fighting in spurt, not going with the game plan anymore.
Yeah.
He was fighting in spurt, and that's why I was like, Morel's a dog. Like he's a dog. Like he was punching with he knew he was in trouble. He was still punching. So, but yeah, you can tell it took a lot of experience from that fight. And Benavidez, you could tell that was the experience they had.
Agreed.
That's what get him to win the fight. I think that's, and we can see that with Kataev. I hope he beat Kataev in a good fashion, because I like Moren, man. I really like that dude.
About to beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, I hope
hey, right, you heard that right? He about to beat the hell out of him, man. Pat, what you gonna say, Pat? You say you got him stopping him? Ooh.
No, I hope he's stopping.
Oh, you hope
I
he stops him. Hope he stops. Okay.
Yeah, I hope he stops him.
I got him beat the hell out of him.
You know what I want? You know what I want to see?
What's that?
I want to see Benavidez getting like fighting Bivol. At some point, Bivol or Beterbiev. I want, because he's my favorite fighter, so I want Benavidez to get that belt from Bivol, and I want to see the rematch Morel Benavidez.
Hey,
I want to see that. Like, I want to see.
Hey,
man, it's not gonna be the same.
No, I don't think so either.
I know it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah,
I know it's not gonna be the same. Like this,
that's
like,
also
like let's see what he does with Kataev first. Let's see what he does with Kataev first.
Yeah, right. He has to get that back, but
yeah,
this is a tough fight too. To bounce back, off your first loss, you fighting Imam Kataev, man. That's a good that's a hell of a fight, man. So shout out to David Morrell and shout out to Imam Kataev too. But I was gonna say too, that's why I was so upset about the scorecard being so wide with Benavidez and Morrell, because it's like, bro, like if I'm Benavidez, I'm not fighting that again. Why would I fight that fight again? And the scorecard got me smoking him, and I know how tough that fight was. And man, Benavidez know how tough that fight was, but the scorecards don't reflect that. Scorecards have him smoking them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the scorecards are important. Even if I'm not saying that they had to switch, they got the right person winning, but it's important to have it, get it an accurate scorecard, because, like I said, there's no one. Why would Benavidez fight him again? There's no point. Why would I fight a hard fight?
I remember
he
also got robbed with that point deduction.
Yep. Yeah. But those scores, that scorecard was wide though, bro. Even with the point deduction, that scorecard was wide, bro. I'm gonna go check the scorecards again. That scorecard was crazy wide. I'm not saying they got the wrong person
Yeah,
winning.
no,
Yeah, Benavidez won, but gosh, dang, that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
they had him washing
No,
him, bro.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
But even that's why sometimes I don't like to hear commentators when they commentate the fight,
Uh-huh.
because sometimes you can tell the commentator is biased. You
Mhm.
can tell sometimes like Benavides was throwing some shots and like and
Right.
obviously he's got the Mexicans with him.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
saw like combinations and everybody's like whoa.
Right,
And then when
right.
Morel shows something like, the Cubanos, they're a bit like, there's not
Woo.
many of them.
Right. Woo.
There's not many of them in
Right.
Vegas. So
118, 108.
like,
Tim Cheatham had it. That's crazy, bro.
yeah, that
Like, what do you
was,
watch? 118, 118, 108? Sheesh. And then another one had a
that's
160,
disrespectful,
115,
man.
111, the other two judges. That's not too bad, but 118, 108.
Now
is
115,
crazy.
111 is about right, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, 118,
115,
108
111
is
is not
nuts.
too bad. The 108 is disgusting, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 115, 111 is not that bad because it would have been 115, 112 without the point deduction, so it's not too bad.
Yeah,
but,
exactly. It's because of the point
but
deduction.
that 118, 108
So
is
just want to
oh
take
my
it, but
goodness.
the 108 is disgusting, man.
Come on, man.
I don't know why this boxing, you always have one judge that's doing some like, he's giving like a weird, like all of them, like there's always one judge. I don't know why. Like you might have like a unanimous decision, but there's always one of them who's like giving like a weird scorecard. Like the gap is
telling you.
huge when it shouldn't be.
I'm telling you, bro.
Like today, the Fias against Mick something, Murphy.
Oh yeah, Murphy and who would he fight again?
One of the judge Fias.
Fias, thank you.
One of the judge give like a wide a wide gap when it shouldn't be.
It's crazy, bro.
Bro, like I don't know this. What do you think about AI judging? What do you think about it?
You watching the stream right now? Can you look at the stream right now, Patrick, or no?
I'm looking at it now. Hang on,
Okay,
might be a
okay.
bit late. Let me see.
No, you good. This is what I think about the AI judging.
Know your fucking place, trash.
If it's late, don't worry. I just say I think it's trash. That's all. I don't like it. I'm not saying that I don't like it because they're getting it wrong. I just don't like the idea of it, man. I'm not gonna lie, and I know that might be messed up because like you just said, right? Humans have error too, and they might even have agendas get paid off. But it's like, yeah, with the AI though, it's gonna react to who's that. Believe it or not, but that's gonna have bias too. If I program that AI, it's gonna be different than if Ty programs it, or if Ty is gonna be different than how you would program it, Patrick. So that like this notion that it's gonna be unbiased. No, it's not gonna be unbiased. It's gonna be biased to whoever, to say to the sentiments of whoever made the coding. I don't know who it is, of course, but that's how
the prompt.
Whoever made the prompt.
Yeah.
That's how coding works. But like I'm an engineer and I code before, so it's gonna do what I wanted to do, what I wanted to prioritize, gonna prioritize whatever. So I just don't like the idea of it being. Now I don't mind it being used like how they're using it right now as like a fourth option that's unofficial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's something you can reference. Boom, I love it. But as far as making it influence the winner
Official.
or loser as in an official capacity, I don't like that. I don't like that. I think
I hear you.
I'm cool with human
Yes.
error, man. I think that I'm not saying that human error is bad. We should try to minimize it. Like maybe we could do like replays and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That'll help-
replays.
that'll
I like
get things
replays.
right. Yeah, but as far as
Yeah, replays, I love
eliminating
it.
human error, is like, bro. I mean, unfortunately, that it is what it is. That's life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes tennis, you're gonna have the umpire. Sometimes they're gonna get it wrong. You challenge it. Basketball, all that stuff. So this notion that judges or officials have to be perfect. Nah, we want them to be fair. They ain't got to be perfect. But we do want you to be fair. And I think that when you're not fair, when you have a 118, 108 scorecard with David Morrell, David Benavidez, then a punishment should come with that. You should be reprimanded. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll help with fairness. Not necessarily that we need to computerize, mechanize, or you know what I'm saying, or get AI judges. I don't think that's the answer. But I don't know. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, referee should be like picking. It should be judged.
Yeah, yeah.
And the judge should be judged as well.
Yeah, facts. And look at their track record. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, bet Tim Cheatham, You got one crazy scorecard. Next fight, you got a good scorecard. Okay, bet. Now you got another bad scorecard. Then we gonna look at, okay, your last 5 fights. You got three or four of them out of 5 looking crazy. Then okay, bet. We gonna do an investigation. You may have to have a 6-month suspension or something like that.
Yeah, 100%. No, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Pack his ass up.
pack his ass up. Right. Something like that, man. Ain't got to be nothing
Ty's
outrageous.
packing everybody up.
Pack him up.
But you know what the problem with AI as
AI.
well?
Mhm.
AI, you cannot fire AI.
Come on now. What you say,
You
Ty?
can fire the dubs for it.
There it
Like
is,
we
yep.
don't use AI. I like how with the Ring, like with the Ring magazine right now, it's probably off topic. But as
No,
far
what
as the
is it?
pound for pound, they put out
Yeah.
their criteria right there, strict
Mm,
criteria. So
mm,
if you want to judge this list, this is what it's based off. If you
mm,
want to put an AI judge out there, we need to see the UI on what's his criteria. What is this
mm,
judge going by?
mm.
That's
UI,
available. I'm with it.
UI for those that don't
Yeah,
user
that's a
interface
good
chat.
point.
For those
That's
that
a good
don't
point.
know.
But at the end of the day, so if we have to judge what was the criteria, then at the end of the day, this is the man who's judging. It's no more AI, is it?
Mm.
But I see what you mean. Like the criteria. Like once again, people are gonna have to agree with the criteria as well.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to agree with the criteria. So that's the debate. Like, man, like these guys. Next from the TBV, I was arguing with him when he was telling me that he had like James Buster Douglas as an elite fighter. What do you
Whoa.
think, Ty? What do you think, Ty?
Whoa.
Who?
James Buster Douglas.
Whoa.
Huh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You said
James
Buster Douglas.
Don't tell me you don't know James Buster Douglas.
Nah, he just said that's
No.
preposterous.
All I heard was James Buster Douglas.
And
We
elite.
know him.
Right.
And then you said elite.
That's crazy.
Who's the
Yeah.
elite James Buster Douglas?
Yeah, that's nuts.
But that's what I mean. Like, and Ness, like TBV was like, yeah, I've put those because he used AI and he said like he put those prompts like this is the criteria. So he had like like different things like physical strength, like IQ, records and stuff like that. And I'm like, I said to him, there's no way you put all those prompts and you have James Buster Douglas as elite.
Yeah.
He said, and then he put those prompts, boom, 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 boom. He said, boom, AI like show it as elite. And the reason why he showed that as elite is because he's got that win
Over Mike
against
Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Of course.
And I'm like, yo, you have to at least have a bit of longevity, like like repetition, So,
but you know what's crazy about that, Patrick? Though, and that's the thing. That's why people swear by this AI stuff. Like, you watch basketball, Pat?
A bit, yeah.
Okay, so you know NBA on TNT with Shaq, Ernie Johnson, Kenny, and Chuck.
Yeah.
If you Google, if you type in what's the ethnicity of Ernie Johnson, they say he's black. But you know why they say that? Because there's so many running jokes about him being black. You know, certain phrases that he says, or when he recites 50 Cent in the club, they be like, "Oh yeah, Ernie, you black." You know, so that's what AI does. It just compiles all the information that it has.
Really?
Yes, bro. I will show you if you Google now. Right now, they might have fixed it now, but I took a screenshot and they even made a joke about it on one of the segments. If you Google it, they think Ernie Johnson is black. So anytime somebody tells you, "Oh yeah, AI said this, so this is why it's right," okay, just show them that Ernie Johnson is black according to AI. Let me see if I can.
That's
pull
what
it
I'm
up.
saying. Like
People just swear by stuff. Look. If you can look at the stream real time, look what I googled. Ernie Johnson is black. Yes, Ernie Johnson, the sportscaster, is black, and then they show a picture under it, and it shows Ernie Johnson's face, and he's white. Bro, I can't make this up, bro. Look, literally on my stream chat, y'all know I'm not lying. And I'm gonna delete it again, and I'm gonna type it again, just so y'all, just in case y'all think I'm joking. Is Ernie Johnson, and so people can say, "Oh, they think you're talking about another Ernie Johnson." No, they think I'm talking about this Ernie Johnson because he's right there. He says, "Oh, wait, hold on."
Oh, I never heard about that one.
Yeah,
They must be thinking of Irvin Johnson.
Yep.
Yeah, when you say Ernie Johnson, I heard about. I thought you were saying Irvin Johnson. I was like, yeah, he's black. But then you said again, Ernie Johnson says, "Oh no, the host."
And see, it says here's the breakdown. The joke. Ernie Johnson is black. Meme stems from humorous interactions on inside the NBA. Okay, this one says despite the jokes, Ernie Johnson is white and not black. So I guess it depends on when you type it in. I just typed it in and it showed he was black, and then now I type it in and it says he's white. And I type in Ernie Johnson black, it says no, Ernie Johnson is not black. But then I type in
No, that's what I mean. Like AI is good, but like that's what I'm saying. That's why we watch boxing and we have those debates because people's got
And then look, I
each
type in Ernie Johnson. My bad to cut you off. I type in Ernie Johnson ethnicity. I type in Ernie Johnson ethnicity, and it says Ernie Johnson Jr. is African American. He is an American sportscaster, primarily known for his work with TNT Sports. So I typed it in 3 different ways. It got different answers. So AI is not right, bro. I mean, it depends. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's going to be right on a lot of things. Yes, let me rephrase that. AI is right.
Yeah, but it has to be fact checked anyway.
Right, it has to be fact checked. That's why so many people are getting in trouble. Like when, for example, I'm just using my experience. Like as an engineer, when you go and write a paper on something that's like a niche topic or something like that, and you could tell when someone uses AI or chat GPT or something like that because that doesn't know like the specifics and you know what I'm saying and the intricacies and stuff like that. It's just gonna give you a general overview, and somebody who really knows that field, they're gonna spot it out and be like, okay, but nah, you ain't write this because this doesn't even make sense.
I see what you mean. No, you're right. I've done a little course with AI, and they say you have because you can have AI being biased.
Yeah.
According to the prompt and the way it's been
and
engineered.
The prompt too. Yep.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, which we just saw the prompt, like you just said. Yep, we saw. I put in 3 different prompts and got 4 different prompts. Got 4 different answers. One said yes, he's black. One said he's white. One said he's African American. One said that he's even though the joke is that he's black, he's actually white. Got 4 different answers, 4 different prompts for the same person. It's crazy,
That's
bro.
bonkers. That's crazy for sure.
Yep.
But that makes sense, Doc.
Yeah, it makes sense, of course, because that lets you know that the computer doesn't know what it's accessing. It doesn't apply human thought and human reasoning. It's just computer. So if it sees a lot of those, if it sees a compilation or a library of Chuck and Kenny and Shaq and all them talk about they're black, then that's what it's going to reference. I think it's correct.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's like talking to people in the street. You're gonna get 4 different stories. Talk to 4 different people about the same thing. It ain't no different. It ain't no different. You probably have 4 people putting that information in there. That's why I tell them with those computers and all that. You know what it is. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, you're right about that, Oster.
That's why we have to. That's why I like to watch. When we watch the fights, we we saw what happened. Like you can have a unanimous decision, but if you watch the fight, that was maybe the guy wasn't really dominating the fight, but he had the score. The scorecards went his way. And when you watch the fight, you might have if there's a rematch, this guy might put it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
right.
That's what we watch. That's why we watch it. It's not because otherwise we just watch the records.
Exactly.
What they should do for the scoring in boxing. I don't know why they don't do it because it's right in their face to do it. I don't know why they don't do it. They put it on a video game. They could just do sensors. I don't know why they don't put sensors in the gloves or something like that. You could see who hit and who didn't hit. You put sensors in there. That's all. You ain't got to do no AI, none of that. Put sensors in there. Anything other than that, you involve in human. You know what I mean? You might as well just keep the rest.
Yeah, I agree with you, Oster. But the thing is that's why I got with the fight today, Doctor. I had Fias winning against Murphy.
Yep.
Because you also have to look at the how effective was the punch. So you might have someone touching jabbing the guy a bit more, but then you might have someone coming with uppercut hook and really hurting that dude a little bit more. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is what you have the judge really to see that punch was much more effective than these punches, even though he punched, he touched him more. But those 3 punches from that guy, you can tell he was much more effective.
Right.
But that's what a sensor could pick all that up. To me, a sensor, because it could pick all that up. You know, it could pick up the
Okay.
power of your punch. It could pick all that up. That's RFID. You could they do it right now. They do it right now. So if I like, you know how you got the Wii and they do the boxing and all that stuff like that with the Wii, that's all sensors. You get what I'm saying? If you put those, if one of these little smart little tech people find the glove to put the sensors in there, and you'll figure it out from that point on.
I
Because they got
agree.
technology.
I think so, but at the same time, then you also need pressure sensors too. You know what I'm saying? So how would
Yeah.
you, like you were saying,
Yeah,
how would you?
it'd be like, you know, like the baseball. When they throw the baseball, the same way they can tell how fast it was. That's a
Yeah,
sensor.
that's a sensor, right? But that's a speed. So okay, so I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you an exact scenario. So say I have a pressure sensor, let's say in my glove, right? And I hit you in your arm, and I hit you in your head. But I hit the same amount of. It's gonna tell me what pressure, but only you're gonna be able to determine. Unless I have a pressure sensor on the person's body as well, how would I know where it landed? How would they be able to tell me
Because
the location as well?
it goes. Now, if you're talking about damage to the other person,
Right, that's what
opposed
you're
to
talking
pressure
about.
that's through pressure, you know, if you're talking about damage,
That's what you're talking about the
then
damage. That's what I'm saying. So if I hit you with the
yeah.
same, if the same, so they're gonna. So if I hit you, let's say, just throw out an arbitrary number. Let's say 10 pounds of pressure. Right? I'm just throwing out there. If I hit you in
Yeah.
your arm, 10 pounds of pressure, and I hit you in your arm, it's gonna be feel different than 10 pounds of pressure in your head. But how would the sensor tell you? How would you know if you're just looking at the?
That's why, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was
Okay.
like, the objective is a sensor. That's what I said. These computer geeks, they can
Mm,
figure out, you know, like they doing now. They can figure that out. It was just a rough idea. I'm saying
right.
like
Right.
there should be sensors. You know what I mean? They smart enough to figure it out. They bring up enough bullshit. They could figure this out. But
Yeah. I
that's what
mean,
I
Using
just say. Like,
sensors in the gloves, it would be a good idea
mm,
until it's actually activated. That
mm-hmm.
would relegate pro boxing to the similar style to the amateurs, where
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to tag you as many
That's what I
times,
was
just so I can
thinking.
rack up the
Right.
point,
Right.
where the effectiveness of how hard I hit you really don't matter
Right.
because it will have to be other factors to judge if I
Right.
really hit you hard.
Right.
As long as that thing
Yeah.
touch you, it's going to register.
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna tell you one factor that'll judge it, Ty. When you see the motherfucker you hit, you see what happened. You could judge it that way too. You see
Right,
him drop. You know,
but
you
then
can
that
drop.
goes back. You know what I'm saying? Then that goes back to the human element. You might as well
Right.
just watch it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that goes back to where we
Right.
were before. But
Exactly.
I will say this though, Oster. I agree with you. If we're talking about like, I think we talked about this in this stream before too. I don't know if you're there now. This was a minute ago. Like if you're talking about like let's say CompuBox or something, and they have some type of infrared sensors that are detecting the fighters, then you could find location and all that other stuff. But if you talk about like just for judges in real time, I'm not sure how that will work. I mean, like I said, some people can figure it out too. I'm not sure. I'm sure they can. But as far as
But you know
I
what?
think. Yeah.
I know this, right? When you know radio frequency identification, you know when that's came out.
yeah,
You know, remember
RFID.
the
Yep. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and you remember the old commercial with the plug and can't get up. You know what I mean? So you know RFID it since it reads all that. It could tell you reaching up, reaching down. So that's what I'm saying. It's just a basic idea that I think that the best to keep AI out, because AI probably will make things really bad in boxing. To keep AI out, I think they should try sensors and that's just a idea, and then they could figure out how can it, you know, because you could simply put it like a boxers could box with a patch on their shoulder, like a nicotine patch. You could put it. That's a sensor. You could put it. No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like they could box
Yeah.
with a patch on
Right.
their shoulder.
Right. But
Real
how's it
shit though.
gonna
That's how they
detect
make
your?
games.
Right. But you got to have it. That's my point. So you are gonna have it all over their body. It will be a patch. It'll be a bodysuit.
Nah. It's really you sit on the shoulder because RFID can detect down and up with your arm. This is how they come up with products. This is for real. It can detect if you reach up or you reach down. This is a fact. Look it up. That's part of RFID. That's part of the technology. That's the
In
reason
terms
why
of
they do it.
CompuBox,
No.
that's
Yeah.
probably like a solid thing to do. But as far as judging a fight, I don't think that's a great idea because it's going to change the landscape of how people actually have to box.
I
It's
want
kind of
to. My bad. Go ahead.
like the no run rule. It's going to be something that's going to impact the style of boxing rather than actually help it.
I think it's not a bad idea, but I think I would maybe like implement. The only time I would maybe go to that is when it's really like the fight is so close, you know. Then you will maybe refer to like, okay, if we have to like, you know, split this one, we're gonna go to this, you know, like refer to these just as a reference. But I don't think that should be the judging the fight. I don't
Yeah,
know. You know what I'm saying?
I want Oster to explain what he's saying with this. Like, you know, I don't know what. Like,
I'm
what do you
saying,
think? You could tell me how it could work.
I thought you was talking, but you was talking about AI judging fights. So I wasn't saying sensors to judge the fight. I was just talking about counting the punches to
Oh
judge
yeah,
the fight.
talking
So
about
I was
yeah.
talking like,
Right.
well, I might have said it wrong, but I wasn't talking about the sensors. Like, I was just
Okay.
talking about like you said, Ty, like copy box. I think that's a good,
Right.
me
I agree.
personally,
Yeah.
because I know you was talking about numbers and it'd be the
Right.
118 or thing like that. So I said with a sensor, that could be straight, and that keeps human error out.
But
Just for
I
counting
don't think
numbers.
it I don't think it does, because I mean it does if you talk about CompuBox, but not on their bodies. Like, you
Yeah.
would have to watch something, like I said, with the, like, say if you have like an infrared camera or something like that, and then they're detecting where the punches are landing and stuff like that. Because once again, it'll be go back to what I was saying and what Ty was saying, is like at some point then you're just going to be throwing punches just to be throwing punches to say you landed something. And we know that that's
Yeah.
not how, you know what I'm saying? At least with CompuBox, it might have human error, but CompuBox does, or supposed to, it's supposed to differentiate between the punches thrown and the punches landed, or the significant button, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. How would that, I'm not saying it's impossible. I just don't see how, not by no RFID or anything like that, that it would do that. You know, like if you had like a certain, like I said, like an infrared camera or something like that, and then it could like look at the ring, right? Monitor the ring, and then you could detect like where this is hitting there. But I don't think that'd be accomplished with.
That wouldn't be bad to have if we went like that and you had like 4 infrared cameras on each corner of the ring,
Right.
right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it would be. I'm just saying, it
Under
was
this
just a
context,
yeah,
I'm with Oster on this. Because if we talking about just for CompuBox purposes, CompuBox doesn't affect the outcome of a fight. That's just
Right.
for record purposes. It's a dude sitting by the ring apron with a
Yep.
clicker in his
With the
hand.
clicker, right? Yep. Or like
I'd
Jabber. Shout out to
rather
Ryan. Like
have
Jabber, right?
Yeah, I'd rather have the sensors because now you got accurate numbers. Now we can't sit here and say, "Yo, Zepeda threw 500 punches in that round." No, he didn't.
Right.
you cut all that
No, he
out.
didn't.
So here, I'm gonna show you like
Yeah,
Jabber what he's
yeah,
talking about.
that's what I'm saying.
Like this is Jabber right
That-
here. So if you see like how this is the fight, and then this is the bottom where it's showing the different cameras covering the boxers. That's what something like I was talking about. That's what Jabber is, I guess. Shout out to Jabber.
Yeah, like to refer to that just as a reference, yeah, but not to actually like, judge the actual fight, like.
Right.
Because once again, like, and plus we have to, also be we have to be mindful that judges are also different. Like, some judges prefer like the pressure, some judges prefer the I don't know, the skill. Some judges prefer the I don't know, like the combinations, like, so
But
it's also
but you coming up,
yeah.
look at it.
I'm about to slide soon though, fellas. I gotta feed my dog and
I
stuff.
said,
But
but you coming up.
yeah, go ahead
Just in case, I mean,
go ahead, Oster.
yeah,
After
if it was
Patrick's
to
done.
be like that, it kind of like you saying now, it kind of get rid of all that. It's to the point where if the number, because boxing supposed to be about the numbers at the end of the fight. So if the numbers is right, the judges can be biased if they want to be biased. We're gonna really see who biased now, because if you ain't put the numbers in, the numbers came up, and then you talking some craziness like they say you threw 500 punches. So when this is when you're gonna get the real out of them. This is just something to counter. If you can get a system to count the numbers, like a sensor, if it can be possible, because I don't know if it's possible. If it could be possible, if I'm sitting behind there, you got to have the judge, to put him up. But if judge can't sit there and tell you, "Oh, I think that he won," because you're really playing yourself then.
Yeah, no,
At that point,
I don't think it's a fact of possibility, but is it something that would just be like effective, as effective and clean as I definitely think, yeah, it's definitely possible, but ain't even feasible. But is it like, I don't know.
y'all like that better than AI though. I ain't gonna hold you. Like AI judging it, sheets.
Oh,
So
no,
much
no,
the
no.
judge
Yeah,
the whole fight.
yeah, those are two different things. Yeah, the Jabber would be
No,
for the
no,
copy
no,
box
no.
type stuff, and then the we were talking about the AI judges. Yeah, that was a little different. Which
AI might be even more biased than other judges.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they gonna
facts.
do what they did to Jake Paul. They gonna put the winner up there. All I gotta do, Doc, before I fight, right? Make sure you and the whole room and everybody, I want you to text my name like all day long in the system. Just put it in the system. So when I fight, you'll go to AI. They gonna say 0-1.
No, I
Hey,
agree.
out there, what do they call it? Manipulating the polls. Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, man. Shout out to Oster, man. But fellas, I'm about to go ahead and call it, man. Y'all know what
I'm
it is,
going
man.
as
Y'all
well,
can
bro.
chill.
Like it's 1 o'clock in the morning out here.
Okay. But y'all, yeah, y'all
Oh,
can
well.
chill and do your thing too. But yeah, I'm about to go feed my dog and feed myself. A little late, but yeah, man. I appreciate
Shout
y'all
out to
rocking,
you
man.
guys.
Go ahead and
We'll
give us a
talk to you
closing
soon,
statement.
man.
Go give a closing statement, Patrick, and then we're gonna go down the line, Oster, and then we'll go ahead and slide, hit Ty.
Yeah, no. Shout out to you guys. I like to speak to you guys, and
Yes, sir.
man, good debate, and
Yes,
people has
sir.
got good energy.
Yes, sir.
That's what I like. No one like cursing at anyone or
Mhm.
we just making our opinion, giving our opinion, and we just love boxing.
Facts.
Everybody's got different opinion. Just give ours, respect the others, and we moving on.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Patrick, man. Ain't
Shout out
nothing
to you
wrong.
guys, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with a couple bitches and motherfuckers though. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to get it out. You know? Shout out to Patrick. Though. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, that's part of boxing, brother.
Hey, yes, sir. Proud of boxing, man. Get a little intense and passionate, but yeah, we try to, be fair and be courteous, man. And I want to hear I want to hear what Patrick and Oster and Ty has. I want to hear what y'all have to say, man. Shoot.
No, don't worry.
Eyes,
When my people fight, don't worry. You hear my voice.
yes, sir.
When
Man,
I
I
get
like to
the
hear
win,
different perspectives.
when I get the
man.
W, don't worry. You hear me?
You feel me?
You hear me?
I like that. Man.
When Tank get packed up, don't worry.
Hey,
You hear
chill.
me?
See. Now we about to get you up out of here. See, it's a little late over there in England. You know what I'm talking about? It's a little late in UK, but we gonna give you a pass. We gonna give you. Maybe you tired. You sleep deprived right now. You talking crazy right now.
Tank can't do nothing till he get a date. Tank need milk.
That's crazy.
That's what he
bro.
needs.
That's crazy. I don't even know if I want to
Tank
go to
needs
you,
some
bro.
milk. That's what he needs,
Go
man.
ahead. Go ahead with your closing statement, man. I don't even know if I want to go to
Who, the
you.
kid? The kid?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, bro. Go ahead, bro. Oh
Best
Lord.
channel in the world, Doc. You know that. We say that every day. Best channel in the world. All day long. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy right there, Doc. That's my number one guy there. You hear me, Todd? That's my number one guy. However,
I appreciate it, bro.
however, Tank and your man Nello,
Come on,
tell
man.
Tank get a date.
Come on,
Tell
man.
Tank get a date. And tell your man Nello he can't eat no steaks until the fight. All right?
on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Off
Chill
today.
out, man.
Thank you, man, brother.
That's a real fact.
Come on,
That's
man.
a real
My
fact.
boy be hungry, man. You know he like the
what you
steak
doing?
tacos,
What
man.
you
Chill
doing?
out.
That's a real fact.
Man, chill out, man.
Right.
You know he like that carne asada, man. Come on, man. Everybody like a little grilled meat every once in a while. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Shout out
He
to
can have it. He just can't have it before September 13th. That's it.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Shout out to Patrick. Shout out to Oster. Talk to me, Ty. Go ahead and close us out, man.
Man, everybody have a blessed evening.
Amen.
We saw some good boxing today.
Amen.
Some might have been better elsewhere. But the Eubanks, y'all on fraud watch.
For sure, man. I agree.
Don't do my boy. What about Chris? Chris on fraud watch too? That's crazy.
All of them.
Junior? Oh Lord. Not Junior.
You know how we give it up to the whole camp.
That's crazy, bro.
Chris solid outside the ring, but in the ring, you know what I mean? Bro.
Yeah, I feel that. Man.
Banks
Yes,
and banking
sir.
on those PEDs.
I'm telling you. But fellas, man, I appreciate y'all boys for real, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. I'm out, man.
Amen.
Catch you on the
Let
first
it go,
side.
homie.
Out to you, Doc.
Hey, man, shout out to you too, man. Thank you, bro. God bless y'all boys. Oh Lord, I done messed up. Chat, I'm about to go ahead and call it, man. But yeah, man, shout out to Ty, man. He said the Eubanks are on fraud watch. I will say this about Chris, though. Chris Eubank, right? Chris Eubank Jr., that is. They was talking about me. You got to remember, man, they were talking about shout out to Ty for this. He just put this in my mind. I forgot about this. Remember they were talking about Chris Eubank Jr. and Hamza Shiraz? Remember that was a thing, man. So, I don't know, bro, I don't know. We still gonna get some of that, or we just gonna stay with the rematch with Conor Benn and Chris Eubank? What about afterwards? If Chris Eubank beats Conor Benn again, could we see Shiraz or Eubank? Or I guess Eubank would have to be Berlanga, but we talk about, because Canelo has some options. I don't even think it's dependent on him beating Terrence Crawford, right? I think if he wins or loses to Bud, apparently there's no rematch clause, so I will guess that Canelo would either get Shiraz or Eubank, and he said he wants to fight in the UK. So I'm thinking it'll be one of those two. Those two seem appropriate to me. I mean, I don't like neither one of those fights. I think Cinnamon beats them both, but I don't know, man. But what about? I would be interested in, instead of Eubank fighting Cinnamon or Shiraz fighting Cinnamon, I'd be interested in Shiraz and Eubank, especially if Edgar Berlanga beats Shiraz like I think he's gonna beat him. I would like to see Eubank and Shiraz. I'm cool with that, but I don't want to see Eubank or Shiraz versus Cinnamon. Not me personally. Shout out to my guy Oscar for dropping the super chat love, man. $10 on the super chat and $5 on the super chat on the other stream when we got cut off. And then shout out to Clone, man, for renewing his membership for 11 strong months, man. Almost a year, man. I appreciate that love. Shout out to all the members, everybody that renews off of stream as well. Shout out to y'all for not leaving and keep on keeping on, being the support that your boy needs, man. I appreciate y'all chilling with the Boxing Talk family.
I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on.
Shout out to y'all, man, for keeping the show keeping on, man. Let's keep going and growing. Don't forget to smack that like button if you haven't done so already. Appreciate y'all rocking. Shout out to my guy Dub. He said Shiraz versus Canelo or Eubank Jr. I don't like that, man. You know I rock with my boy Cinnamon, but I'm not trying to see Cinnamon versus Eubank or Cinnamon versus Shiraz. You feel me? Pack that stuff up, like my guy Ty will say, pack it up. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all rocking. Don't forget to smack that like button. But most importantly, remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold, we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.